Frank Lampard there speaking to Flo Pollock after that win at West Brom at the weekend. Look, he's been there, seen it, and got the T-shirt at the higher level, Chris. I've spoken to him a few times this year. He's really enjoying this. He's enjoying this journey he's on with this group of players. But how important that experience he's got of winning the biggest tournaments in the world.
No, Mark, you're spot on. You know, as a player, you look over at your manager, how he holds himself, how he talks, how he addresses the group. He's calm, he's collected, he's cool as you like, you know. And like you said there, there's great expectation on his players. So they've got to feed off that nervous energy. And what I've seen so far is that they're enjoying every minute of it as well.
Yeah. Two teams are going to turn round here. So Middlesbrough will be going from left to right. They're all in their red strip with a white band across the chest. They normally like to attack this way later in the game, but they have turned around here, and Coventry will be going from right to left. So two teams out onto the field then here, and we're all set for action. The red of Middlesbrough in second, the sky blue of Coventry. The league leaders could go a whopping 10 points clear tonight. The two teams again, Bryn in goal for Middlesbrough. Britton, Ayling, Jones and Silvera at the back. Brown, Hackney and Morris across the middle. Whittaker, Conway and McGree up top. And for Coventry, Rushworth in goal. Van Eyck, Thomas, Kitchen and De Silva the back four. Grimes, Thorpe and Eccles with Sakamoto and Thomas Asante supporting Ellis Sims. How do you see this one going, Chris?
Yeah, it's one of them. It's like you say, I think it's all about being brave. We know that there's quality and depth there. We know that both sides have a clear identity. Who can go and win those battles? Who can go there, be competitive? Both of them have showed that time and time again this season so far. That's why it's top of the table clash, isn't it? So for me, I just think Coventry's got a little bit too much. Can they go and edge it with the quality they've got? But this Middlesbrough side, you know, they've got individuals that can turn any game on its head.
They have indeed. We're about to get underway. Another instalment of the Championship roller coaster is live on Talksport 2 as Borough take on Coventry. We're all set for action. The teams actually were out quite early. They're having to wait a little moment here ahead of kick-off as the referee Matthew Donoghue just waits for the time to tick over to 7:45, and we're underway. The ball played back to Solbryn, who's all in yellow, the Borough keeper. He will knock it long downfield. He's looking towards the near side. Britton was eased off. It's headed away by the Sky Blues and then promptly headed back into the Coventry half, and we'll have our first throw-in down just to the side of the Middlesbrough dugout. Early stages here, and Coventry, the league leaders, who came from 2-0 down at the weekend to get another huge win. We'll be looking to get off to a flying start here. 8 unbeaten against Middlesbrough. Will that have any playing on the mind of the players? They've won the last 4 against Middlesbrough. Yeah,
I think it's only the local press. You know, they'll bring that up when they have the players interviews and things like that. You know, I think the squads they've kind of grown together. But if anything, use that as a fuel. Use that as a motivational tool to go out there and put the sword to the opposition. You know, I think it's a good football inside Middlesbrough. They just have to make sure that they're concentrated, they're switched on defensively. They do this for me too much. You look at this defensive unit, you know, they play, they try and invite that opposition out to get those little pockets, but if they're given away, it's easier for the opposition to get that opportunity at goal as well.
Yeah, well, Borough have it on halfway. Hayden Hackney just pops off the pass. He'll get it back now, and he'll now look just to go back to his goalkeeper, Sol Bryn. Eddie Vivash stood, arms folded in his technical area. Frank Lampard, a similar posture for him. His side, Chelsea in action against Barcelona tonight. Ball played forward by Borough, and they'll pick it up here with Whittaker. Looks to feed it out wide. They get the ball back. Chance here. Whittaker into the penalty area for Middlesbrough. Goes across goal, and he's cleared off the line. It looked certain that Borough were going to score. Conway it was. Inside the penalty area, couldn't get a touch on it. It was there to be knocked in.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Morgan Whittaker, great little ball. Callum Britton just slips it down. He puts it across. It's Van Eyck that comes in, just sees the danger.
Here's McGree, puts the ball in, and it's sliced up into the air by Bobby Thomas. And Coventry just getting an early test here at the Riverside. Middlesbrough making a bright start. Couple of minutes gone, it's 0-0.
Well, I'll tell you what happened there. As soon as Middlesbrough had it, you had Morgan Whittaker and Riley McGree come in as 2 10s. What did that do? It allowed Callum Britton to bomb up forward, be expansive, get the ball, and then Morgan Whittaker came from that 10 position, and that little
There's a ball over the top. They're looking to try and get Conway in, and Rushforth quickly off his line. Bright start for the Borough, though.
Yeah, very good. You know, I think picking up nice little pockets as well. I think that final pass has been really, really good. But then you look at the likes of Rushforth and goals for Coventry. He has to be switched on. He has to come out. He has to make sure that he sweeps up that danger as well. But they can't do this. Can't leave Asante 1-on-1.
No, they can't. It is a risk, isn't it? And they're so adept, Coventry. They're so clinical going forward. The goal threat, it literally comes from everywhere on the field, and that is the big strength that they've got. They've got goals and lots of them. Yeah,
but just look at Whittaker and Riley McGree. That they're sitting in as 210s. So look at Britton, and then you're looking at Silvera as well, just bombing up. I tell you, it's fantastic. So they've went with a 3, haven't they?
Yeah, well, here they go again, and Whittaker's on the ball, and he's got room outside him. He plays the ball in, he's looking to get in on that left-hand side. Chance for the shot, but it's blasted over in the end. That was a big, big chance over on that far side. Sammy Silvera couldn't wrap his foot round it and puts it high over the bar, 0-0.
Well, it's causing all sorts of problems, Whittaker and McGree in that little kind of 10 position. Silvera, I think the ball from Whittaker was excellent. I think Silvera needs to take his first touch towards goal, commit the defender, then you can just cut it back. Someone coming in at probably the 18-yard line there. As soon as he cut in, he wanted to get the shot away straight away. As soon as he cut in, he opened up the goal. But what the goalkeeper there, Mark? I hit the target. Ask that question of Rushforth.
Yeah, well, didn't manage to do that on that occasion. But bright signs for Middlesbrough, having to do some defending here. Away to our left, Callum Britton does well. He gets the ball away, and it's brought forward by Aidan Morris. He heads infield, offloads it to Aidan Hackney, his midfield partner, and Hackney will just amble forward, gets it away over on that far side, finds Alfie Jones, who feeds it, and Borough coming forward here. McGree's found a bit of space. He feeds it wide on the far side. Hackney's continued his run, level with the edge of the penalty area, lays it back now here. Could be another chance for a shooting opportunity. Whittaker gets it. Whittaker shoots, and it's just wide. Keeper at full stretch may have got a fingertip on that. Borough inches away from an opening goal. Whittaker's strike kept out by Rushworth.
Yeah, it's excellent quality end product. That's what it's all about. Getting into wide areas, good quality coming in. Whittaker asking the question, hitting the target. And I've got to say, it's a fantastic save, isn't it? Through bodies as well. In fact, it's just wide, isn't it? He's actually take a little nick. Must have took a little nick there.
Yeah, well, it's out for a corner and an early chance for the Borough here. Been knocking on the door. 5 on the clock at the Riverside. Live on Talksport 2. Hackney going to swing in the corner. It's headed away at the near post, and now it'll fall back here, and the ball is into the feet of Silvera, who's the last man for Borough. He's in the centre circle. Coventry looking to push out, and that's a risky pass from McGree, and they've turned the ball over. But the pass to Sims didn't find the target, and that's exactly what you were saying, Chris. If they're going to play that kind of style, their passes have got to be on point.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've got to say, Middlesbrough winning every first contact, all second balls as well there. But like you say, Victor Torp was onto it. That pass execution just to put Ellis Sims in, because you know what, he was probably 10-15 yards in the Middlesbrough half. Just a little bit more quality, on that pass, and you can put him through 1-on-1.
You can indeed. It is 0-0, but it has been a really good start for Middlesbrough. The red against the blue, the contrast clear, and the points difference at the moment clear at 7 points.
See, for me, this isn't a hard one to try and. So I don't understand why the likes of Matt Grimes, Victor Torp, they don't just sit on the likes of a McGree and Whittaker, and then Eccles can go and try and can he influence the likes of Hayden Hackney as well, just to try and get on the ball. But at the minute, Middlesbrough just outnumber him in the centre of the pitch and comfortable with it as well.
Yeah, they are indeed. And Sakamoto just made a rare break forward for Coventry. He was dispossessed, and the ball goes out over on the far side. In fact, it's a free kick for Coventry now as they look to send the big guns forward. Key up to date with the goals as they're going. I can tell you that already Stoke are 2-0 up against Charlton. Million Manhuff has got a second goal there. Well, Charlton were 5-0 down in about half an hour at the weekend. They're 2-0 down inside 5 minutes, and Stoke, who were beaten at Leicester, are on the way back with seemingly a win. Bobby Thomas heads a free kick into the penalty area. It's headed away partially, and now the ball cleared only as far as Matt Grimes, the Coventry captain, and he will lay it back. And here's Van Eyck now. Might have to go back to his keeper. He'll get it away, and Grimes will use his keeper, Rushworth. I've seen Coventry a number of times, and Bobby Thomas, who's challenging for it again and winning it again. And he's deemed to have fouled Callum Britton. But Bobby Thomas is like a magnet, isn't he? That ball goes in the air, he's on the end of it.
Yeah, he's so aggressive, isn't he, in both boxes? But, you know, he just wants the ball. So competitive, and like you say, I think with the quality that he gets, he knows, puts it right into the danger area every question, and he's a threat. Scores goals as well. You know, for me, when he stays up, that's the outlet. That's where you've got to give him quality to go and attack.
Yeah, Sorba Thomas got the first goal for Stoke inside 3 minutes, and Million Manhoef, who missed a couple of chances at Leicester at the weekend, has made it 2-0. Over on Talksport tonight, 8 o'clock, Marseille against Newcastle, live from the Champions League. Adrian Durham's at Stamford Bridge. Commentary will come at Marseille from Sam Manterface and the former England captain Stuart Pearce. Tomorrow night, it's another double-header. Champions League action. Arsenal against Bayern is live on Talksport. Liverpool PSV live on Talksport 2. And on Thursday, a feast of European action. Villa Young Boys, 5:45 for that one. 8 o'clock Forest Malmo and 8 o'clock Strasbourg Palace. You need the Talksport app to keep up with all the action. You'll not miss a minute of it. 0-0 here. Coventry coming forward again and looking to break now. Heading infield is Eccles. He's dispossessed by Whittaker. Conway bent his run. He wanted a ball played early. He didn't get it. Whittaker's dumped to the ground. Referee says play on. And now they'll play it out wide. And here goes Silvera again. He's getting forward at every opportunity. Borough on the attack. Level with the edge of the penalty area. 3 red shirts waiting in the middle. Can they find a cross here? They're just playing around with it a little bit. Hackney. And that just stops the go forward as Morris turns away from one. He'll try and feed it in. Whittaker. Tackle, dispossessed, outnumbered by blue shirts, and now Coventry are looking to break. They go straight through the middle of the field. Sims had made a great run. The ball now still with the feet of Torp, gets it away. Sims hits it first time, went for the curler, and what a strike that is! What a wonderful goal that is from Ellis Sims. Opened up his body and he's curled it right round Solbryn. Coventry on the counter-attack, lethal. The leaders in front of the Riverside. It's Borough 0, Coventry 1.
It just shows you the quality against the run of play. It's been all Middlesbrough, hasn't it? And then obviously that when they break, the way to pass. Was it Torp? I think it was Torp that just put Ellis Sims in. You knew what he was doing. He just looked at the goal, just opened up and just felt it into that top right-hand corner. It's a wonderful goal. And I've got to say, Solbryn doesn't have a chance there whatsoever. It's an outstanding finish. Wow. Seen it again on the monitor. Wow.
We're quite in line with that, Chris. When he hit that, I thought he'd put it wide. He's put that much bend on it, hasn't he?
Well, from the start, you know, it was going wide and over, and just the movement on the ball, but he knew exactly what he was doing. Absolute fantastic goal, and it was Victor Torp. The way to pass was excellent. I think he done everything right. He opened up, he came to the point of the 18-yard box, watched the ball all the while, knew exactly where the goal was, knew where Solbryn was, and fantastic. What quality finish that is for big Ellis Sims.
Yeah, we're just seeing the new boss, Kim Hellberg, looking on. If he wondered what the size of the task in chasing Coventry down was, he's getting a good insight into it here. His side have been good, but find themselves behind. Wonderful goal. Former Sunderland man as well, Ellis Sims. He'll have enjoyed that one. Ball over the top. He's after it again, Sims, but this time Bryn will beat him to it. And it is 1-0 to Coventry City. What an outstanding goal that was. He knew as soon as the ball was played to him what he was going to do, and he executed it magnificently. 1-0. Ellis Sims, 10 minutes in, has given the league leaders the lead, and 10 might be the magic number because they could be going back down south tonight. Coventry with a 10-point lead at the top of the championship. Can Borough respond here? They have it with Luke Ayling at the back. Ayling looks to come out to this near side. Ball turned round the corner. Here's Britton. Gets the ball back. In the heart of the midfield is Alan Brown. Ball now switched out wide on the Borough left-hand side. Nice pass, finds Silvera. He advances forward, finds Hackney. Hackney midway inside the Coventry half. Oh, he almost slid it through. I think it's just caught the studs there of the Coventry defender. It did. It took it away from Silvera and out for a corner that they've taken quickly. They're going to whip this one in. Big Gun's looking to arrive from the back. They haven't quite got there.
I think he's got to change it. I think Frank Lampard's got to change it. As much as, yeah, they've just got an absolute wonderful goal. It was against her on the play. I'm looking at Wolfenden on the bench. You're thinking, just match them up. Go like for like. Try and cancel it out. You know, properly. Josh Eccles is probably the man that comes off. You have your 3. You've got your win-backs in De Silva and Van Ewijk, and then just go like for like, because at the minute Middlesbrough was getting so much of the ball in the central of the pitch because they're just outnumbering them. Whittaker's coming in, McGree's coming in, then you've got the likes of Morris and Hackney in there anyway. So Eccles, Grimes and Top, they're getting outplayed, outnumbered in there. So I think you've got to match it up.
Yeah, well, here come Coventry going the other way. They're looking to try and break again. Can they get a second here? They've got the ball on the right. Ball comes into the box. Oh. He's bounced around. Sakamoto's gone down. Referee waves it away. There was a coming together. Whether it was enough for a penalty, I'm not sure. Referee waved it away quickly, and the ball out for a throw into Coventry far side.
Well, I don't think he could do much. I think the hand was in a natural position. The silhouette wasn't big enough. It definitely came off the arm. But I thought there was contact on Sakamoto. I'm just looking at it on the monitor now. He's come in, little touch. Yeah, I don't think he can do too much about it. Is Sakamoto looking for it as well? There definitely is contact.
Well, it's 1-0, and here comes the long throw for Coventry. Can they add to their lead? A lead completely against the run of play here. The Sky Blues looking to double their advantage. It's a long throw coming into the edge of the area. Flicks off a Borough head, and Bryn palms it away and palms it behind for a corner. Almost caught by surprise there. It got a deflection off one of his own teammates, and it's a Coventry corner.
Well, they had to be switched on there, so Bryn done very, very well. But that first contact, for the goalkeeper, he's got to be more dominant. He's got to just command his area. Tell the players, it's Tommy Conway actually that flicks it on. Just put your head through it. Don't take your eye off the ball there.
Corner going to be swung in by Coventry. They lead by 1-0, and as it stands, they're going 10 clear at the top. Coventry going to swing it in now towards the 6-yard box. This time the header's a good one from Conway. Volley cross comes in, great cross, and he's headed home, and it's a goal for Liam Kitchen. What a brilliant cross there from Grimes. Side foot volleys in across goal, and Kitchen glances the header past Bryn. It's Middlesbrough 0, Coventry 2.
Well, it's another wonderful goal, isn't it? Good ball from the corner coming in. Tommy Conway does his job, gets a good head on it as well, but the quality from Matt Grimes puts it right back in, right on the 6-yard line. All the pace was on the ball itself, and then you've got Kitchen. Just had to make contact, just had to get the accuracy, never had to put any pace in the ball. So Bryn doesn't have a chance here. Not a chance. If anything, you can say who's marking Kitchen. Can someone get their head on it first? So, what's this quality from Grimes? What a ball that is. The pace. All Kitchen has to do is just basically glance it, steer it into the bottom, left-hand corner of the goal. So Bryn, I think all the pace is in the ball. It's already past him before he makes any movement. But defensively, have to be switched on. Kitchen can't have that time or space to make the connection. Great goal.
It's his first goal of the season for Liam Kitchen, and he will be pleased as punch with that one. It doubles the Coventry lead. 2-0 here. 15 minutes on the clock, and Coventry City are flying at the Riverside. Live on Talksport 2.
What do you think, Mark? He's going to change it up like for like or what? Comfortable, aren't they? It's one of them. Against the run of play though, but it just shows you, having less of the ball, but so effective with it. Long throws coming in, good quality coming in from dead balls, corners. They've got players that are going aggressive, making that first contact. The 2 goals have been outstanding.
They have. The worry you have here for Middlesbrough is that if they chase it too soon, Coventry are going to pick them off. They are notoriously good on the break. We saw that with the opening goal. There could be a chance here for Borough. Crosses just a little bit too deep from the left-hand side. Not the worst effort in the world. But if you just joined us, Middlesbrough 0, Coventry 2, live on Talksport 2. Ellis Sims completely against the run of play. Ball on the break. Torp drove through the midfield. He fed it to Sims, left-hand side of the penalty area. Curled it right round Solbryn. Absolutely no chance. And Bryn had no chance a couple of minutes ago after the volleyed cross from Grimes. And there was Liam Kitchen to plant the header in the bottom corner. 2-0 to the league leaders. And you would have to say, they are, even despite the fact that we're only a third of the way through the season, they are the championship champions elect, because they are, for me, Chris, and I've seen them a few times now in the flesh this year, they are the standout team in this competition.
I have to agree with you 100%, Mark. I think I've seen them in some very difficult situations, but they get on it. They got on with it. They've got an identity. They believe in what they're about. They find a way. They're relentless. They just keep going. Look how organised they are at the minute. Without the ball, they're patient. They don't have to have more of the ball, but when they get it, how direct are they with quality as well? Energy.
Yeah, Borough have had chances. Whittaker's turned it over on halfway, and here comes Brandon Thomas Asante down the Coventry left-hand side. A third goal would surely put this one to bed early on here. De Silva has it, feeds it back to Grimes, little pirouette, rolls it back inside his own half, and here's the goal scorer, the latest goal scorer, Liam Kitching, who gets the ball away. And the ball over on the far side. It's the Coventry fans you can hear singing, and to be fair, I don't see an empty seat in that away section of the ground. They've travelled up here in great numbers and been rewarded by an outstanding opening 17 minutes. Rushworth looking to get involved, just fires a lovely pass to his full-back.
That's something he brings, you know, not only his shot stopping and how good he is with his hands, but his distribution off the floor. You know, he took out Tommy Conway Whittaker there just with that, and it's right on the money more often than not.
Champions League getting underway right now over on Talksport. You can listen to Marseille against Newcastle. Sam Matterface, Stuart Pearce, Adrian Durham. Adrian will be around the grounds as well, bringing you all the goals as they go in. Talksport, your place to be. Football galore, darts galore coming up as well at Christmas. Wouldn't be Christmas, wouldn't it, without darts on the radio. You can hear it all on the Talksport network. Every game will be live on Talksport. Right here, the ball picked up by Coventry. Here's a chance. Eccles edge of the box, shoots, deflected almost to Thomas Asante. And Borough get lucky there, and Borough now will look to break.
Eccles has got to find Thomas Asante. I don't know why he's going for the shot. He's had a little scan as well. He's seen him. You can see that Thomas Asante's let him know that he's there. Just a little fake to shoot, little reverse pass to Thomas Asante, and he's definitely getting an opportunity to goal there.
Middlesbrough will be wondering what's hit them here early on. They came out and started so well. They had that great effort from Whittaker that just inches past the post. They had a couple of chances in and around the edge of the area, but then they got hit with a sucker punch. And while they were recovering from that, they got hit again, flush on the chin. And Coventry lead 2-0, and Coventry are breaking again. And Sims is in on goal again. Gets it onto his right foot. Great challenge, Ayling. Stops what could have been the third goal. Middlesbrough are being picked apart here by Coventry. But now they look to counter going the other way. Hackney does well to find Britton. Britton plays a ball through, just a yard short, or Whittaker would have been in on goal. This is really expensive, this game. But Coventry showing Chris Uelamo on the break. They are lethal.
Yeah, they're solid. They're compact. They're hard to play through. Even though Middlesbrough's got a lot of the ball, as soon as they make that one pass, it's not quite perfect. Coventry are on. Look at the defensive line as well. Conway, it's one of them. It's difficult because they're stepping up. Every time that ball gets played sidewards, that Coventry defensive unit's stepping up. But they're so direct in that transition. They go, boom, can we play forward? Ellis Sims is an outlet, and he's bringing players in. But the likes of Josh Eccles, Asante, Sakamoto, they're onto him like a flash. And can Victor Top go and join as well? Yes, he can.
2-0 Coventry lead. Ayling up against Sims, just gets a barge, and Ayling falls to the ground, and we'll get a cheap free kick for Middlesbrough inside his own half. And then he plays it against Brandon Thomas Asante, who throws his arms up in the air. The referee will have a word with him.
Can't do nothing there, can he? Took it quick, he's standing there.
Yeah, well, I think in days gone by that might have been a yellow card, but the referee just saying, look, come on, get out of the way. Motherwell lead Hibernian by a goal to nil up in Scotland. When the Champions League game's underway, the latest batch, Newcastle in Marseille, looking for a positive result that'll take them a step nearer the knockout phase. Eddie Howe's side, fresh off that big win over Manchester City on the weekend, Saturday night. Here's Brown. Ball played out wide on this near side to Whittaker. Plays a nice ball down the touchline to Britton, but Britton wanted too long on it, and Kitchen wins the tackle with a block and then slides it out for a throw in.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad play. Whittaker, a little reverse pass to Britton. I think he's got to let the ball go. Don't take a touch and try and run into that channel. Gave Kitchen far too much time just to get that timely challenge in as well. But they're moving the ball quick enough. But just look at this. It's all short passes. They're not missing anyone. Then all of a sudden, that's the outlet. They've got to move it. They've got to miss players out to move this Coventry side around without the ball. Oh, I tell you what, that's a soft one.
Well, Sakamoto got challenged with and lost the ball, and it was being brought forward by Alfie Jones, but the referee deemed that there'd been a foul. We're hearing that Newcastle have taken the lead over on Talksport. We'll get some details on that in a moment. Now, that game is live over on Talksport right now, and it is Harvey Barnes. What a week he's having, Harvey Barnes. He might be going to Scotland with the World Cup, might he, Chris? Would you take him?
Oh, definitely. Why not?
He's a man in form at the minute, 2 at the weekend and 1 tonight. Here's Thomas Asante trying to break forward for Coventry. He's shoulder barged off it. And now the ball, given away. That was a poor pass from Brown. Gives it to Eccles, puts the cross in towards Sims. Free header. He didn't realise there. I think the defender in front of him got in his way, but the defender missed it. Sims had a free header or a chance to bring it down.
No, I think with the form that Ellis Sims is in, either Sakamoto has to talk behind, but just take it. Read the flight of the ball, something he does very, very well. He's done it all his career. Just take it into his midriff, get your shot away there. It's a big, big opportunity. That's a great ball in.
Ball with Middlesbrough. There's a stunned sensation around this ground, isn't the home section? Can't quite believe. Borough not playing badly here, and yet they're 2-0 down.
They've started well. They've had so much of the ball. Look at I think they had three or four attempts in that attacking third in the first probably 10 minutes, but then it's just about what you do with the ball, how direct you can be. The quality of the finishes have been outstanding.
Morris finds Silvera wide on the left, takes it down on the chest. Can he now deliver across? Conway waits in the middle. Ball with Silvera. He floats it in. It's too deep. Kitchen will head it away. And the ball on the edge of the box might fall for Borough here, but they tried to take a touch on the edge of the box, and then a crunching tackle comes in that gives away a free kick. McGree, I think it was, who went thundering in, and the referee's having none of that.
I don't think it's a bad ball from Silvera into the box. You just want someone to go and attack it. I think Callum Britton just standing watching. Can you anticipate that? Can you be on your toes and just give Kitchen something to defend? You know, it's an easy header for him to clear under no pressure. I don't think it's a bad ball. End product coming into the box, Mark.
Yeah. Newcastle 1-0 up in Marseille. Peterborough 0, Stevenage 1. Jamie Reid scored from the penalty spot for Stevenage, and Daniel Jebison has scored for Preston, who were surprisingly beaten at home by Blackburn, live on Talksport 2 on Friday, but they could have gone second with a win. They slipped up, and they're in front at Watford tonight. Watford 0, Preston 1. Galatasaray 0, Union Saint-Gilloise 1 was a full time in the Champions League. Benfica won at Ajax as well by 2-0. That Newcastle goal, the only goal in the late games in the Champions League. Elsewhere in the Championship, Stoke 2-0 up to Charlton. Preston lead at Watford, and here Coventry lead Middlesbrough 2-0. And here come Coventry again looking for a third goal, but they've given it away. Whittaker just a little bit slow to react there, and the ball turned back towards the Middlesbrough byline, and Brown will roll it forward. That was a risky pass. Thomas Asante tried to win a throw-in, but he cleared it out, and it will be thrown to Middlesbrough. Eddie Vivash looks on. Going to be his last game in charge. It'll be interesting what the future holds for Vivash, because whilst he's brought an assistant with him, hasn't he, the new boss, and there is rumours that there'll be another one coming in December. That's the local talk. So where the Vivash will remain, we don't know. Yeah,
well, something you can't question is what an amazing coach he is. You know, I think he's a fantastic character to be around, and the players have really bought into it. I think he's a big thing of the Rob Edwards' success. So I'm not sure, is that another option for him to follow suit?
Ball on halfway with Borough, trail 2-0, 25 gone. Mark Wilson with the former Scotland man, Chris Owellamo. Here now is Whittaker down into the edge of the box, tries to slide it in. I think he could have been a bit more aggressive there and run a bit further into the box, couldn't he? And committed maybe some more defenders, cleared away easily.
Just even a little bit more composure with the final pass, isn't it? You know, he's just fired it into an area, and I think he can take that extra touch into the 18-yard box, commit the defender, make him make a decision, and then pick someone out.
Yeah, here's Brown, brings it forward. Borough midway side the Coventry half, ball headed away, edge of the penalty area. Sakamoto will get it. He will feed it to Van Eyck, who goes route one looking for Sims. Sailing did well to keep it away from Sims, but Sims will win the second ball, and Coventry have it, and a groan goes around the Riverside because they're being picked apart at the moment. Whether Coventry play it short, or they're on the break, or they're going long, they seem to be dominating whatever they're doing at the minute. Yeah,
they're just a little bit more direct. You know, I think at the minute now they understand, right, okay, we can defend, but what we can do with it, we can go a little bit more direct. Elliot Simpson's is gonna hold the ball up for us, or even that quality, that one there, just in behind. It just gets them up. It turns that defensive unit of Middlesbrough. That then everyone steps up, and then can they win it in the attacking third or the middle third, and then kick on from there. But every pass, can they go forward when they win it, Mark? It's remarkable.
Yeah, well, Borough coming forward. They trail 2-0. Ellis Sims with a wonderful curling shot on 10 minutes. Then Liam Kitchen's great Straight header on 15, meaning that Coventry, the league leaders, lead 2-0 at second place Middlesbrough. Live on Talksport 2 tonight. Ball down the touchline. Conway gets it away to Silvera, who looks up. He's going to put a cross in, but there's nobody then. Because Conway had gone short for the ball, there's no one to cross it into. That's nice play here. Silvera has it back. Conway's made his way to the box. The ball doesn't find him, and it's put behind by Van Eyck. They're having a little bit of joy down that left-hand side, but they're not finding red shirts in the box. Yeah,
I think it's just need a little bit more quality on that final pass. You know, Silvera there, excellent energy. Finds himself in some great positions. I think he can he stand it up a little bit? Has to make sure that he beats that first man.
Ball now whipped in from the corner. Chance there for Britain. It'll fall to the far post here. Riley McGree will stand it up. Borough could have been offside, but they left it, and the ball now hooked back into play. It's cleared to the edge of the area, and Brandon Thomas Asante just hooks the ball away. A clearing kick downfield. Silvera on halfway will bring it back for the Borough. Up in Scotland, Motherwell 2, Hibernian 0 now. Borough on the attack, trailing 2-0. Can they get the response that this ground so desperately wants? The Coventry fans right over on that far side have just fallen quiet. Their team having to do a bit of defending at the moment. Well, Borough are just passing it between each other at the minute, and the fans are getting frustrated here. Ball with McGree. Back now to Morris. Morris tried to find Whittaker. It's cleared away. Only as far as Jones. Borough having a good spell here. Ball now works its way in field. 30 yards out from goal. Go on, Chris, what have you said?
No, I'm just looking at, you just look at the two banks. You've got a 5 and a 4. The 4 is just so compact in front. So what is that? That's Brandon Asante, Top, Eccles and Matt Grimes in there, and it just leaving Ellis Sims a little bit isolated. But you know what? Look where Middlesbrough are. They've had to go back. That's where they've got to go down the side. So Callum Britton, Silvera's the outlet all the time. But all those little short passes, I understand why the fans are frustrated. They've got to move the ball quicker. It's all these little passes. They're not affecting that 9 in front of them, or that 10 in front of them. There has to be more bigger passes. Switch of play. Move them around, and then that'll create those little pockets for the likes of Hayden Hackney, the likes of Riley McGree, Morgan Whittaker, who's in an attempt to get on the ball.
Well, there was a ball played over the top looking for Conway. Whittaker got a foot on it, took it away from his teammate. It's thump clears. Sims has a bit of a coming together there at the back. Ayling steps in and brings the ball away, and Ayling will slide to the ground. He's a master at that, Luke Ayling.
Yeah, but surely the referees know that as well. He's looking for it. You know straight away he's got nowhere to go. He's looking for it. So Ellis Sims just has to put a little bit of pressure on. No contact.
Ball working its way inside the Coventry half again. It remains 2-0 to Coventry. They're on top at the minute. Borough attacking. Good tackle, Van Eyck, and he gets, not only wins the tackle, but brings the ball away as well. And then ball collected by Middlesbrough. Norwich 1, Oxford 0. Goal for Javon Makama for Norwich. Desperately in need of points down at the wrong end of the Championship. Here goes Thomas Asante, finds Eccles, he gets it away to top, finds Sims going for a second. Well, he had the shot, but I think the pass was for Thomas Asante, who was unmarked, 12 yards out just behind him. Well, Sims still got a shot away, but that was a chance, I think, created for Brandon Thomas Asante.
And he apologised to Thomas Asante straight away, which, you know, you love to see, but an excellent play. Eccles, great awareness, just to let the ball roll his man, get in behind, little bit of link-up play as well. Fantastic little ball into Ellis Sims, and you're spot on. He has to just have the awareness just to let it go.
Yeah.
And Asante comes on, and it's a similar finish to what we've seen from Sims.
It probably was from the same spot.
Yeah.
Here goes Hayden Hackney trying to make things happen at the other end. He wins the corner. Coventry defend it well, and it's out for a corner. Over on Talksport right now. Marseille 0, Newcastle 1. Harvey Barnes with a goal here on Talksport 2. Borough 0, Coventry 2. As Borough have a corner down their left-hand side. They're going to play it to the edge of the box to Morris. Morris just waits, rolls it back out. Now the cross comes in deep to the far post. Ayling is in there. Header just cleared away from Ayling. It's picked up though here. A chance for Brown. Stands up the cross. Will it fall for Whittaker? He does, and he scored! Lifeline for Middlesbrough. Volleyed in by Whittaker, who scores again for Middlesbrough. And the Riverside erupts because Middlesbrough off the canvas are back in it. Borough 1, Coventry 2.
It's a wonderful goal as well. Waiting to see this. It's hung up and it's just kept alive. It's just helped on. I'm not sure if it's Conway, but Whittaker, wait to see this finish in the monitor with the outside of his left boot as well into the bottom corner. The nonchalance of it as well. He's just chilled. What a finish. Okay, I don't like this first ball that comes in. It's just a lofted cross. You know what I mean? But it's kept alive. Matt Grimes wins this header. But then, you know, pick up the seconds. Keep it alive. Now watch this. This is what's quality. Hang it up. Little touch. You know what? Look at the finish. Wow. What a great goal that is. Under pressure. Bodies in front of him as well. Just finds that only space. The only place that can go. The only place that can go. What a goal.
Morgan Whittaker amongst the goals again. It is a lifeline for Middlesbrough. A game you felt they had to score next, and they do score next. And Whittaker, his 4th of the season, gets Borough back in it. It's his 2nd in 2 games as well for the Borough man. And boy, did they need that. Now Coventry going to be tested. Ball forward. Conway wins the header. Can they tip it on to Silvera? They do. Here now is Hackney, and Hackney's driving forward now towards the edge of the area, lays it off, drops it back for Morris. Morris running across the field. He will get it away to Brown. Brown now on this near side finds Britton. Back now to Morris. Orange boots on, goes past one, pokes it across to Alfie Jones. Everybody back for Coventry. All of a sudden their lead looks a tenuous one. 2-1 they lead here. Well, they were 2-0 down at the weekend, Coventry, and won. Here, a driving run. Is that a foul on McGree?
Oh, wow.
It is.
It's never been a foul, Mark. I've seen the ball move from here. But Matt Donoghue is positioned perfectly. It has never been a foul. I understand that he's on the ball more. He's driving. He's trying to put the ball. It's a genuine. I'll have to look at the monitor. Hopefully, I'm not eating my words here. I tell you, it's a great challenge. There's no contact. It's all ball. It's all ball. Talk to me, Matt. You've looked at the monitor.
Yeah,
tell me I'm right.
He did get the ball. Victor Torp it was. But this is perfect. 25 yards out, right in front of goal. Options left or right here. And this is a problem now for Carl Rushworth, the on-loan Brighton goalkeeper. He's had a lot to do tonight, but he might be getting tested here. This is a good chance for Borough to level up.
Yeah, but it's better for Middlesbrough, isn't it? Players, you know what they're doing? They're driving. Aidan Morris, they're driving. What's he doing? He's moving players. Players have to go and commit. And then that's it.
Yeah.
Rather than all these little passes in front, go. Yeah. Take your player on. Drive with the ball. Affect the game.
Luton lead Huddersfield by a goal to 0. Jake Richards with a goal. But here it's 2-1 to Coventry. It might be about to become 2-2. Derby in front against Swansea. Derby who lost at the weekend, having won, I think, 5 on the spin prior to that. Is it going to be Riley, McGree or Hayden Hackney? It's going to be McGree who's going to take it. Left-footed into the wall. He'll get it back and then he just balloons it in the air. Borough were offside, so it's cleared away. Although it's back to Hackney. He's got a chance here to put the cross in. Forrest stayed forward. Wasn't the best cross. Brought down by Conway. Not dealt with initially. Coventry cleared it. It's back to that man again. He's going to have a shot from distance. Well, he's had a shocker there, Hackney. He put in the initial shot that hit the wall. McGree put in the shot that hit the wall. And then a couple of poor balls in. They've wasted a chance there. No,
it's like one of them. Ryan McGree, I think, free kick, and then he had a cross. And then Hayden Hackney, when he picks up that ball there, you know, he has got it. He has scored some absolute wonderful goals from distance as well. But keep the pressure on. Bounce it into the striker. Go and get it again. Make things happen there. You're about 35, nearly 40 yards from goal there. On the angle slightly.
2-1 Coventry lead. Live on Talksport 2. Ball played forward. Stoke 3-0 up against Charlton. And now a chance for Borough. Hackney collects it on the break, but then he's dispossessed, but he's going to get a free kick. There's a bit of a coming together, a bit of all-in wrestling on the ground there between the two players. And I think it was Grimes and Hackney, the two midfield players coming together, and a free kick for Middlesbrough. Yeah, well, a little bit of frustration there. Matt Grimes, you know, I think just winning the ball, aren't they? Winning that little battle there. Yeah, to be fair, it's a lazy challenge here from Grimes, but he knows exactly what he's doing. He's came down heavily on Hayden Hackney there as well in the fault. Yeah, Borough take the free kick quickly. Tomorrow night, Arsenal Bayern. What a game that will be. It's live on Talksport. Adrian Durham, Joe Shannon and the former England man Darren Bent, our commentary team at the Emirates. And we've got Liverpool PSV live on Talksport 2 with Dance and the former Liverpool man Charlie Adam. You can listen to that live on Talksport 2. If you've got the app, you remember swipe between the two. As here now is Britton down the Middlesbrough right, about 30 yards out from goal. Brown made an overlapping run. Britton heads off in field. Ball now played to the edge of the penalty area. Now it finds Brown. Dummy to cross first time. Lays it back now to Morris. Morris gets it away. Finds Hackney. Finds McGree. Oh, tried the nutmegs there. He almost came off as well. Trying to win it back now. And then he bundles into the back of the Coventry player. To be fair to the referee, any contact, he's blowing the whistle tonight, and that was a pretty soft free kick conceded by Middlesbrough.
Yeah, it was. And just Aidan Morris, with the experience that he's got, he should know better. Just keep him facing his own goal, pushing him back. Any contact there, he's just looking. He can't go anywhere. You know, it's just that. But again, I guess it's that energy, you know, that intensity to just go and try and win the ball. That's something that Dave Ivesh and obviously the new manager here as well, just trying to kind of set the stall out a little bit. But sometimes you're in control. Make sure you're forcing Coventry back onto the back foot.
Yeah. Well, as it stands, Borough behind as Hackney and Brown both went for the same header there. They're luckily both okay, but here comes Van Eyck going forward. He's looking to work an opening from that right-hand side. Lays the ball off level with the edge of the Borough box. I thought they were going to swing in a ball. There were three of them waiting for it. Sims, Eccles and Thomas Asante. They're still waiting edge of the box. Ball on the Coventry right. Sakamoto puts the ball in. There's the header. And it's wide of the target. Eccles, it was 7 yards out. He's got a good head on it. But he couldn't direct it inside the post. And Saul Bryn happy to see that go behind. Still Borough 1, Coventry 2.
Well, I think Luke Ayling puts him off here. I think Eccles does get the contact. But I think Luke Ayling there, yeah, he's done well. He's come over the top of Luke Ayling as well. He's got out the ball. Read the ball well. I tell you what, has to hit the target. I'm looking at there. He tries to generate the power. He had to generate the power, but if he hits the target there, I think Saul Bryn's struggling.
Well, here's a chance going the other way. Britton, if he can keep it in, right by the corner flag. Borough attacking down their right hand side. Ball pulled back here to Whittaker. Did well to hold off the defenders. Ball back to Hackney. Put in. Conway not big enough in the air. And then stopped to almost protesting about the cross. And it would have fallen too. That looks like a foul. It is a foul. Another silly one. Van Eyck just bundles into the Borough attacker. 17 yards out on the left touchline.
Well, that's excellent from Middlesbrough. You know, obviously keeping that ball in. Was it Brown, wasn't it? And then finding Whittaker. I think Whittaker's first touch was excellent. Can you get the shot away there? But Van Eyck, what a silly foul to give away as well.
Yeah, there's a problem here for Brandon Thomas Asante. Now, I thought he just signalled across saying that he needed to come off. He might have been asking for the physio to come on. The physio is now coming on, and it's the first stoppage in play here. We're deep inside the first half. Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Live on Talksport 2. And this will be an unwelcome problem. There's a lot of discussions going on down. I think they might be making a change here, you know, Coventry. There's certainly a lot of activity on the bench, and does look like I thought he made the signal that he needed to come off.
Well, straight away you can see the concern on 3-4 players going round. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, something's went. Yeah, I think that they're going to make the change, aren't they? Yeah, definitely. Something's went. I think it's the calf area. Something's not right there. This is what I'm trying to say. You know, when you're as a player, you're always managing something. You're always trying to kind of keep something. So hopefully nothing too serious. Because I'm just looking to see if there's been anything. Oh, yeah, he's hyperextended his right knee there, just from when Brown's cut it back to Whittaker.
Yeah, he's applauding the fans. He's going off. Now this is a worry. The leading goal scorer, nobody near him. Let's hope it's not too major, but he knew straight away, didn't he? And having seen the replay, it's one of those horrible ones where there's no one about and you just wonder and hope that it's nothing too serious. I have to say, he's walking off the field, so let's hope it's more of a strain. Well, the man he replaced in the starting lineup from Saturday is Ephraim Mason-Clark. Mason-Clark is about to come back on.
I think he was walking off a little bit too quickly as well, and then some message got to him and he slowed it right down. Brandon Thomas Asante, but Mason-Clark coming on, another player who's completely revived under Frank Lampard as soon as he came in. Just the confidence that he's given him has been. So here, this is it here, Matt. Look, just watch the leg.
Yeah,
it's just, I tell you what, no one near him as well. He just kind of overstretched it, hyperextended it a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious.
Hopefully not. And it's now a set piece for Middlesbrough, looking to level up here from 2-0 down. Ball whipped in, flicked on, it came off a Coventry head. That's going to be a corner. Goes behind, and it is a corner for Middlesbrough. Really grown into the game. They were 2-0 down. Sims and Kitchen for Coventry on 10 and 15. Morgan Whittaker's second goal in 2 games has given Borough a lifeline, and they're now looking to try and level things up here as they have a corner down the near side. Hackney will take it. Borough, as it stands, dropping out of the top 2. Stoke have overtaken them on goal difference. Stoke 3-0 up in their game with Charlton. Ball now whipped in towards the near post. It's not a great delivery. It'll fall to Whittaker though. Can he get a shot away? No, he'll leave it to Luke Ayling. Ayling puts the cross in, it flicks off ahead, it'll fall to the far post, volley, and then hits the defender and goes over the top. It was worth the effort. Riley McGree volleyed it into the ground. It was going goal bound, but it hit a Coventry defender, and it's behind for a corner.
I tell you, it's wonderful technique from Riley McGree as well. On target, and I think it's Kitchen just gets a block. Yeah, he does. What a fantastic block that is. We're going to see this angle from this camera angle on the monitor. I tell you what's going right into the top corner as well. Fantastic quality from McGree.
It's a header, isn't it? Rushforth was at full stretch. No guarantee he would have got there.
Yeah.
Vital interception from the goal scorer. That's a poor cross from McGree though, but Sims can only punt it away, and given that he's the furthest man forward, it's straight back to a red shirt. We've got just a couple of minutes left. What has been a great first half here. We'll have a little bit of added on time. But it's Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Live on Talksport 2. Elsewhere, Newcastle in front. Southampton 2-0 up over Leicester. Finn Azaz, formerly off Middlesbrough, has got the goal. Sorba Thomas got the 3rd Stoke goal. Joe Ward put Derby in front at Swansea. And Taylor Harwood-Bellis got the first Southampton goal. So Southampton 2-0 up over Leicester. And Manchester City 0 by Leverkusen 1. Grimaldo with a goal. Here come Borough again on the attack into the penalty area. Oh, is that a penalty? There was a barge and a bump, but I think the defender just about won the ball. That was tight.
It's a silly challenge to make though, isn't it? I've got to say, the referee, Matt Donoghue, he was positioned perfectly. But I think if you've got to take the player first there, haven't you, to get the ball?
Cross. They're offside, Middlesbrough. They've blown a big chance there, but we'll be interested to see this again on the replay. Did look like there was a nudge, and in this kind of challenge, and it's Hackney who's in, and it's Van Eyck.
Nah, it's not a penalty. He just gets that space, just the ball gets away from Hackney a little bit, and Van Eyck gets himself in between that ball and man. Fantastic defending there in the end.
I think he caught him by surprise, didn't he? He's got the ball before Hackney's realised. I think if Hackney knew he was coming, he might have stuck a leg out and tried to get tackled.
It's a championship. You're not going to get that time. You're in the 18-yard box. You know what I mean? If someone's not near you, get the shot away with the quality that he has.
Bodo Glimt 1-up against Juventus. What a journey there on Bodo Glimt's home in the Europa League last year when they were at Manchester United. Lost, I think it's 3-2 on that occasion. They had a couple of good matches with Tottenham. Met them again this year. Managed to get a point.
That's a sore one.
There's a Coventry player gone down, and Hackney is just... Well, the referee here for me should stop play, because the fact that Hackney's checking if the Coventry player's okay from his tackle would suggest he knows his call to the top.
I think it was Riley McGree that's just caught him, but he gestured to the referee straight away. Apologies. I think it was a genuine attempt. But the referee has to kind of stop it there or give the free kick, especially if you've got the player holding his hand in the air.
Yeah, well, Torp has got up and he's limping around, but he did shake the hand of Riley. It was Riley McGree, you're right. My apologies to Hayden Hackney. Ball played forward. Coventry leading 2-1. We've got 3 added on minutes, end of the first half, live on Talksport 2. Grant Hanley sent off for Hibernian tonight. We're into the minimum of 3 added on minutes. Chelsea in front against Barcelona. Jules Koundé with a goal. Big night for Chelsea. An own goal from Jules Koundé. Gives Chelsea the lead at Stamford Bridge. You can follow all the goals as they're going over on Talksport tonight. In and amongst the commentary of Marseille Newcastle, that last we heard remained a 0-0 in favour of Newcastle. It is still that way. Harvey Barnes with another Newcastle goal. All over on the far side. Here's Sims driving forward. Ephraim Mason-Clark waits in the middle. Ball falls to Eccles. Back to goal. Lays it off. Sakamoto with a shot blocked. It'll fall to Eccles. Edge of the area. Back to Sakamoto. Pulls his shot wide and he's furious. His teammate there. Eccles was waiting. Torp was waiting to put the shot goal bound. And Sakamoto hooked it wide of the target. Still 2-1 Coventry.
Yeah, and I think Torp's got every right to have some harsh words there for Sakamoto. It would have been a wonderful goal, but he had such a difficult angle
Well, here he is again, Sakamoto. This time he does pass it, finds Eccles, 25 yards out, finds Mason Clark, who lashes it wide. Left-footed shot, never really got over it, and lashed it high and wide of the target. But Coventry just ending the first half with a bit of a flurry.
Yeah, I think Mason Clark coming on again. He's expansive, he's asking that question in behind, so just getting a little bit more of a little foothold in the game, winning those second balls, being a little bit direct, and it's that Victor Top and Eccles done very well the last probably 4 or 5 minutes picking up those second balls.
Well, Borough were 2-0 down. They got a goal back. They might be about to get an equaliser. Here's Conway into the penalty area, pulls it back into the 6-yard box, cleared away by Coventry, but the ball won back, but unfairly won back by Morris. And that will be a free kick, and we're hoping here that Morris is not injured, but the way he's rolling around suggests he might have done himself a bit of a mischief here.
Just watch this. It's the way that Mason Clark falls down on the ankle, the foot. It just gets trapped under him. Not a nice one at all. He gets there, and it's just the way that he comes down. Oh, I tell you what, he catches that ankle, that left ankle. It's a sore one, that.
Yeah, physio is coming on, so there'll be more added on time at the end of added on time. We'll run you through all the half-time results as we get to half-time, and we'll have a look as well at some of the action that's coming up. Busy week. Arsenal Bayern tomorrow live on Talksport. We're Liverpool PSV Talksport 2. Thursday I've got a triple header. Talksport 2 5:45. Villa against Young Boys. Dance and the former Villa captain Andy Townsend, our team there. I'll be alongside Dean Ashton at the City Ground as Nottingham Forest take on Malmo live in the Europa League on Talksport. And at 8 o'clock from the Conference League, Strasbourg take on Crystal Palace live on Talksport 2. Alex Crook with a former England women's striker Leanne Sanderson. Then we're back at it in the Championship. Friday night as Oxford take on Ipswich. That's live and exclusive on Talksport 2. Your home of the EFL. Jim Proudfoot with the former Arsenal man Adrian Clark. And then we're back in the Game Day Live, where we've got 3 live commentaries. 12:30 Stoke against Hull, live in the Championship. Coventry Charlton follows it live on Talksport 2 at 3. And at 8 o'clock, live and exclusive from the Premier League, Spurs against Fulham. So a busy week. And Sunday, Talksport exclusive, Palace Manchester United live from 12. Manchester United stunk out Old Trafford, didn't they, last night? They need a result. Right, that is it. We didn't get much added on time, did we, there, for the injury to Morris, but referee blows the whistle. There's not much of a reaction from the Borough fans, who started really brightly. They went close. Whittaker's shot just inches past the post, but then on the break, league leaders Coventry doing what they do so well, and that is pouncing on the break. It was Sims' wonderful finish after a great run and pass from Victor Tall. He found Sims, left-hand side of the penalty area, opened his body up, almost Thierry Henry style, and curled it round the keeper into the back of the net. And then from a set piece, ball went back to the corner taker Grimes. He volleyed in a wonderful cross that Kitchen nodded in down past the keeper to make it 2-0 inside 15 minutes. They had a couple of chances where they should have got a third, but up there the end, Morgan Whittaker volleyed in nonchalantly after a good play from Borough, cross from the right, and that was headed towards Whittaker, side-footed home. Coventry had a couple of chances end of the half, but I think Borough will be pretty happy, because that, Chris Owello, could have got out of hand at 2-0. Coventry, against run of play, got 2 quick goals and looked threatening for a third, but Borough crucially got the third goal and reduced the deficit.
No, I think it's you're looking at I think Kim Hellberg will be delighted from what he's seen from his side, how they kind of got themselves back into the game, in control with the ball, but then 2 wonderful goals, find themselves 2-0 down, reacted in the right way, got a foothold in the game, really put Coventry back, really kind of forcing the issue, getting real good opportunities as well. Finally got that goal, still kept control, but Coventry still always a threat. You know, with the front 3, front 4 that they've got, asking questions in behind. So it's just about coming out, keeping that energy, keeping that competitiveness there. The quality's definitely there, but they can't go gun-ho. I think if they leave too many holes at the back, this Coventry side will create opportunities and are a massive threat when in possession of the ball.
It will be indeed. We'll see what happens in the second half. It's in the balance here. Borough did well to get back into it after Coventry's bright start. At the moment, Coventry are 10 points clear at the top. Borough dropping to third. Will that change in the second half? Half-time at the Riverside. Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2.
Join the Football Collective.
The cool, clinical clinical finish.
EFL Live on Talksport 2.
Get hosting sorted with Black Friday deals on the UK's best broadband technology.
Oh, yeah?
Keep the extra guests entertained this winter with EETV.
So I can watch all me crime dramas?
While the rest of us have the football on.
That's right. Switch up subscriptions with Netflix Now, TNT Sports, and Discovery Plus. All powered by EE's ultra-fast full fibre.
Sign me up.
Switch to our award-winning bundles today.
Verify at ee.co.uk/claims. New customers, 62% UK availability. Terms apply.
TV's biggest phenomenon, Landman, is back on Paramount Plus.
Every dime you ever made, I pumped it out of the ground.
In this business, you have to get your hands dirty.
Embezzlement, insurance fraud, wire fraud.
Because playing by the rules can get you killed.
She's gonna blow!
Billy Bob Thornton,
I run the company. She owns it.
Demi Moore,
I want success.
and Sam Elliott.
What's the plan here? It's about to come to a head.
Landman, new season. Stream exclusively on Paramount Plus. T's and C's apply. Subscription required. 18+.
The EasyJet Holidays Black Friday sale is now on. Get up to £200 off package holidays at prices that can't be beaten. You'll soon be sitting poolside in Greece or Turkey or Spain. Book now. Search EasyJet Holidays. Get out there. Selected dates. Sale ends 11 p.m. the 2nd of December. See price guarantee online. Minimum spend required. ATOL protected. T's and C's apply.
From Sputnik to Brexit results, Lincoln and Booth to Kennedy's motorcade, there are Fridays that have changed the world forever. The Times and Sunday Times have reported on them all. This Black Friday, you can go deeper into the stories as they unfold for just £1 for 4 months with a digital subscription. Visit thetimes.com/Black Friday to claim your offer. 18+ new customers only. Offer ends 5 p.m. December the 3rd. T's and C's apply.
At Lidl, we won't be beaten on price on a range of Christmas mains, like our Birchwood fresh British whole turkey, smoked gammon joint, and more, all at an unbeatable price. Lidl, more to value. Selected products on sale from 27th of the 11th and price match in most major UK supermarkets until 24th of the 12th. See lidl.co.uk/LPTV while stocks last. Exclusions apply.
Nice. Direct Line just sorted me a courtesy van. Well, they're fixing mine after my accident. That's how it's done. Imagine if that's how everything got done. Like clients paying you on time. All done.
Brilliant. Your invoice is all paid up, left you 5-star reviews. Oh, and a bit extra in there for staying late that time. And I baked this cake for you too.
Nice.
Direct Line. That's how it's done. Comprehensive cover required. Courtesy van limited for up to 21 days if your van is written off, stolen, or you use your own repairer. Excludes windscreen claims.
At Wix, we can help you get the job done. Get what you need, picked and ready in as little as 15 minutes with Click and Collect. And right now, save on timber, doors, flooring and more in the big event. Shop the big event, in-store or online. Terms apply.
Talksport Podcast League. Outspoken. The best of White and Jordan.
Radio's sharpest sports debate, triple distilled into one unmissable daily download.
How much of a game changer is this going to be?
White versus Jordan. Now with added time.
We want to see a proper fight.
A sublime strike partnership of White.
Give us your gut feeling.
And Shade.
Players aren't good enough. Coach isn't good enough. Board isn't good enough.
Outspoken.
Now that's hard, isn't it? That's harsh.
Out now.
You can only be offended if you choose to be.
Listen or download for free from your favourite podcast portal.
Feel the power and the glory. It's goal time.
And he scored. It's a brilliant goal.
Fired up and raring to go.
EFL Live on Talksport 2.
5 inning 5. Arsenal won. The Gunners have pressed self-destruct.
Is this Arsenal's time? Right edge of the area, takes the touch, gives it to Trossard.
Starting to believe, actually, we could win the Champions League this season and we probably could win the lot.
And Harry Kane heads Bayern Munich into an early lead.
The Arsenal fans don't like me as much.
Ekitike racing through on goal. Terrific pace. Oh, what a finish.
There is going to be pressure coming his way.
Looks like game over now. Ivan Perisic has just got himself in on the goal-scoring act.
Around the corner for Dembele. Thrashes across in for Ramos, who's headed it in for 2-2. Van de Ven, what a run this is. 50 yards, 60 yards. What a goal.
Tottenham are about to dare us to do. Don't go there and wave the white flag. You have to fight.
Yeah, what a week of football we have got for you coming up. Champions League action all the way. And some championship action thrown in as well. Europa League and Conference League all to come live on the Talksport network. You are listening to EFL Live on Talksport 2. We're at half-time. It's Middlesbrough 1, Coventry City 2. We'll bring you the full second half commentary to come. A reminder, we'll bring you more live football across the Talksport network tomorrow, and it's a double-header of Champions League action. Arsenal take on Bayern Munich on Talksport, whilst Liverpool take on PSV live on Talksport 2. But tomorrow, there's a big game in the Championship as West Brom host Birmingham City. And ahead of the game, Baggies boss Ryan Mason has been speaking to Talksport's Tom Ross.
I love every game in terms of what it brings and the challenges it brings. I say there's certain games and these local games where you can feel the energy. It takes care of certain things, and it probably adds a little bit to games. And we understand, the emotion behind the game, certainly, and it's something that we're looking forward to. Certainly in our stadium, we want to make the most of it.
I've seen many derbies over the years, and sometimes players get caught up in the derby atmosphere. Do you have to remind your players, perhaps, that to play the game and not the occasion?
I think there's certain things that you can use from the occasion, certainly, in terms of like the energy and intensity that we want to generate in the game. But of course, a game of football, there's certain things we need to stay disciplined with. But I'm not going to tell the players not to use the emotion of the game and use the intensity of the stadium. That's something that we need to create. We need to give that to get it back, and that's going to be the challenge tomorrow.
You've been a player in big derbies. Do players feed off the atmosphere? Can they feed off your home fans? Can the Albion fans make a big difference?
100%, for sure. Like, absolutely. And it's a challenge for us to give them something to try and generate that connection and that feeling. The fans have been amazing all season. They support the team. They're always there. They travel away in numbers, and this group and everyone here is super determined to try and give back as much as possible.
I would imagine you're not surprised at all at how tough this division is, from third or fourth down to third from bottom. It's really tight and close.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm a fan of football. I love English football. I followed the whole football pyramid for a number of years, and I understand what it's about. It's challenging. You have to stay disciplined, believe in what you do, and listen, we're a couple of 95th minute goals away from it looking different. I understand that's the nature of football, and the small details and small moments can change so much from a perception point of view. But my job is to continue to work to really believe in this journey we're going on, and try and turn that into results as much as possible.
And hope that the 95th minute goals are in your favour.
Well, fingers crossed. That's something we're certainly working on. That's something we would like.
Yeah, Ryan Mason speaking ahead of a huge game tomorrow in the Championship. West Bromwich Albion are taking on Birmingham City, and a little bit of pressure, I think, isn't he, Ryan Mason? He, beaten from 2-0 up at the weekend, a few results going against him. He wins one sooner rather than later.
Yeah, of course. I think it's a result business and putting wins on the board. I think he's done a good job. You look at the players that have went out the building as well. Tom Fellows, one of their own, didn't want to go. Massive influence. One of the most creative players. In fact, was the most creative player over the last probably 18 months for West Brom. But like you say, he's got to find a way. I think he's been very ready for the job. There is expectation there. They should be there or thereabouts, but it's all about getting that momentum. And this is the Championship. It's relentless. You could be out of it 3-4 games, winning off the bounce, you're right back in the mix, and that's what he needs badly.
You make a great point. I look at the table, you've got to go all the way down to 17th. You think, oh, wow, that's bad. 21 points, they're 5 off the playoffs. Win tomorrow night, they're a win outside the top seat. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It is the Championship. We know it so well. We've got a cracker in progress here. We're at half-time. It is Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Here's how that first half unfolded on Talksport 2. the red of Middlesbrough. In second, the sky blue of Coventry. The league leaders could go a whopping 10 points clear. Torp gets it away, Sims hits it first time, went for the curler, and what a strike that is. Coventry on the counter-attack, lethal.
It's an outstanding finish. Wow, seen it again on the monitor. Wow.
Conway, volley cross comes in, great cross, and he's headed home, and it's a goal for Liam Kitchen. It's Middlesbrough 0, Coventry 2.
Well, it's another wonderful goal, isn't it?
A chance for Brown, stands up the cross. Will it fall for Whittaker? He does it, he's scored! Lifeline for Middlesbrough.
Look at the finish. Wow, what a great goal that is.
Yeah, what a first half. Some cracking goals. And at the break, Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Coventry, as it stands, will go 10 points clear at the top of the Championship. Let's have a look what's going on around Europe. Then earlier on, Ajax 0, Benfica 2. Full-time result there. Galatasaray 0, Union Saint-Gilloise 1. Didn't see that one coming. They're approaching half-time in the 8 o'clock kickoff. Bodo Glimt are a goal up over Juventus. Dortmund Villarreal is 0-0. Chelsea lead courtesy of an own goal. It's Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Manchester City, much change tonight. They trail at home to Bayer Leverkusen by a goal to 0. And Harvey Barnes continues his great run live over on Talksport tonight. Marseille 0, Newcastle 1. Harvey Barnes inside 6 minutes. It's goalless between Napoli and Karabakh, and it's goalless Slavia Prague against Athletic Club. In the Scottish Premiership, Motherwell 2, Hibernian 0. In the Championship, it's goalless at the MKM, Hull 0, Ipswich 0. Here it's Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Norwich lead Oxford by a goal to 0. Stoke 3-0 up against Charlton at half-time. Swansea 0, Derby 1, and Watford 1, Preston 1. Southampton running right against Leicester, who beat Stoke at the weekend. 2 goals for Taylor Harwood-Bellis, and Finn Azaz has also scored. Aluko sent off for 2 bookings for Leicester. 3-0 down there. Into League One, Luton 1, Huddersfield 0, and Peterborough 0, Stevenage 1. That's your latest. Here we're awaiting the 2 teams out for the second half. Mark Wilson with the former Scotland man, Chris Llewellyn. Chris, right, what does Eddie Vivash do at half-time? Does he need to do anything? Because his team, in fairness, having gone 2-0 down, despite the fact they were playing well, they didn't panic and they grew into it a little bit more.
Yeah, they did what they have to do to kind of get back in the game. A game that were completely in control of. Goals came against the run of play, of course, but they changed it up. Players driving with the ball, creating space. That end product definitely got lifted. I don't think they have to change much. Just keep that same intensity. Be competitive. You're going to get opportunities, but don't overcommit. Don't leave those little pockets in that defensive unit, because this Coventry side, as soon as they win the ball in that transition, they look to go forward straight away with that first direct cutting pass, and that's where they can cause a lot of damage. So yeah, control the game of the ball. Can you move that Coventry side around a little bit more? Players like Aidan Morris did there, got on the ball, driving at the heart of the Coventry defence, making them make challenges. That's what it's all about. That's how you're going to get back into this game. And then when that moment comes, when that moment presents itself, it's all about being clinical.
Well, we saw at the end of the half a knock for Aidan Morris, and Aidan Morris has been replaced at half-time, so Matt Targett has come on for Morris, so that, I imagine, will push Silvera further upfield. We'll get you the full teams in a moment, but that looks like that may have been a change out of necessity rather than a tactical change for AD Vivash and Middlesbrough.
Well, Alan Brown will just drop in, won't he? I think Matt Targett would just go to be one of the centre-backs, as it was, because they were a 3 in that first half. So it'll be Luke Ayling, Alfie Jones and Matt Targett. Silvera, left wing-back. Alan Brown will just sit in beside Hayden Hackney now.
The ball now with Coventry. We've got back underway here. Victor Torp on the attack. He's looking to feed it into Ellis Simpson's got past his man. He's in on goal. Great save there from Bryn. Beat it away. Ball not yet cleared. It's into the 6-yard box, but the flag's gone up, and that was a massive chance. What, within 15 seconds of the restart, Ellis Sims is in on goal. He's hit a good shot. It's a good save from Sol Bryn.
It's fantastic close control from Ellis Sims there in the 18-yard box as well. Just manipulates the ball, gets it onto his right, opens up the goal. He gets the connection, gets a bit of power behind it, but not the accuracy. Sol Bryn with an excellent save as well.
Yeah, here going the other way is Whittaker. He's level with the edge of the area, drives to the byline, puts in the cross, headed away by Kitchen at the near post.
That's what needs to be better. That end product, isn't it? Whittaker, fantastic position, gets at his man, gets the yard to get the cross in. Just lift it. Make sure you beat the first man. So guilty of it.
Yeah, they have been. We mentioned that a few times in the first half, didn't we? Sims wins the header on halfway. Silvera will head it, and then it's volleyed all the way back to goal from Hackney from inside the Coventry half. Out comes Saul Bryn. I think Bryn will be relieved that Sims' effort was quite close to him. I think another yard maybe to the side, and I don't think he's saving it, but he did save it, and it's still 2-1 to Coventry.
Yeah, he asked the question. I think it's where he parried it to as well. It was picked up, but it was offside, wasn't it?
It was. Ball with Coventry. I'll give you the teams then. Coventry have Rushworth in goal, Van Eyck, Thomas, Kitchen and De Silva the back four, Grimes, Torp and Eccles across the middle with Sakamoto, and now Mason Clark who replaced the injured Brandon Thomas Asante in the first half. Sims is leading the line for Borough. Saul Bryn is your goalkeeper. It'll be Ayling, Jones and Target at the back with Britton and Silvera either side. Hackney and Brown in the middle with Whittaker, Conway and McGree leading the Middlesbrough line, who are attacking now just over the halfway line. 2 gone second half, live on Talksport 2 at the break over on Talksport. Marseille 0, Newcastle 1. Ball down the Borough left. Here's McGree. McGree does well to keep that in. It's even better to find a pass to Silvera. Here now is Hackney. He gets the ball back, interchanges passes with Target.
That's been a couple of times now. Hayden Hackney goes back. He can take his touch forward. He can just kind of roll and go into the centre of the pitch, but that goes back every opportunity.
Well, there's a chance for Whittaker, who hits one at full stretch from 25 yards out, and it almost caught Rushworth by surprise. Great reaction save, clawed it away. That had pace and power, and it had accuracy, and it's a fine save from Rushworth. Still Borough 1, Coventry 2.
It's an outstanding strike from Whittaker, and it's going right into that top left-hand corner. I've got to say, struck it so well, the power, the movement on the ball. What a save that is from Rushworth there.
All going to be swung in for the corners. Borough look for an equaliser. It's all the way through, and it's turned into the own goal. Disaster for Coventry. Thomas, I think, has turned it into his own net, and Middlesbrough from 2-0 down. A back level dream start to the second half at the Riverside. Is Middlesbrough 2, Coventry 2.
He just couldn't work his feet there, Bobby Thomas. He's absolutely devastated. 3-4 players get around him, get himself just slapping the body, make sure that he's back. He's absolutely gutted there. Just didn't read the flight of the ball well. Couldn't work his feet, and then he just tries to kind of get some connection. Just puts it into his own goal, bottom right-hand corner there.
Wow. Coventry, the leaders, were 2-0 up. It's now 2-2 here, and it's game on at the Riverside. What a division this is, the Championship. It delivers week in, week out on the Talksport network. And listen to this place now as Hackney does get a forward pass, and he's looking to get Britton down the right-hand side. And Borough roaring forward now, looking to turn this game on its head. Cross comes in towards Conway, flicked away by Thomas. Brought down edge of the box by Brown, but he couldn't find a teammate. But Coventry can't clear. Successfully, Silvera rolls his man. He's going forward down the left. Stands up the cross. It's over Whittaker. It's headed away. It'll fall edge of the penalty area. Ooh. There was a bit of a coming together. Brown picks it up edge of the box. Finds Hackney 25 yards out. Hackney trying to weave his way through traffic. Does really well. Finds Whittaker, who stayed onside. Oh, and then miscontrols it. It goes out. Disappointment for him. But what a start to the second half. 5 gone here. Remember, Ellis Sims had a shot within 15 seconds of the second half to put Coventry 3-1 up. It's now 2-2.
I've got to say, since that moment from Ellis Sims, it's been all Middlesbrough in this half, hasn't it? You look at it there, Callum Britton goes into the box and Mason Clark has a little pull of the arm, you know. You can't be doing that. You know, he did go to ground. Matt Donoghue had a good position and good sight of it as well. Decided to allow it to go, carry on.
Here come Coventry, looking to attack. The Riverside is rocking again. Here's Sims back to goal, looks to turn his man, then he fouls Target. Good defending from Target. Got his body between the striker and the ball, and the striker bundles him over. Borussia Dortmund score right on half-time. Girassi with a goal. They lead Villarreal by 1-0. Newcastle over on Talksport are in front at the break in Marseille. That would be a massive result for Eddie Howe and Newcastle if they can hang on there. Be a massive result for Middlesbrough if they can turn this around. And we said first half, Coventry were 2-0 up. And they're 2-2. At the weekend they were 2-0 down and won. Are they going to be 2-0 up and lose? You wouldn't bet against it, Chris, would you?
Well, like you say, I think it's the momentum's all with Middlesbrough at the minute. The fans are absolutely rocking as well, but they're, like say, they controlled the first half with the ball, you know, and it's like they've got to just pick their moments. A little bit of fortune in that equalising goal there, own goal from Bobby Thomas.
Here now is Jones, gets it away to Hackney. Borough attacking in their all red strip with a white band across the chest. They've worked an opening down the right. 4 waiting in red shirts. Here's Conway near post. Thomas this time heads it away from goal. Falls to Britton, who just waits for his teammates to get onside. Hackney feeds it out wide on the right again. Cross comes in towards Conway, flicks it back for McGree, who was lining up a volley.
Oh, wow.
Wow. He lined up the volley, chested it down, he was going to hit it. Sakamoto got in. McGree went for the volley, and he did volley it. Sakamoto, that was a painful one.
Yeah, he's Sakamoto knew as well. He's had to kind of get his body in there, get the clearance, and yeah, it took a sore one there.
Derby 2-0 up at Swansea. Their new manager did take charge tonight at Swansea. He might be wishing he'd have waited until tomorrow.
No, well, I've done that game, Bristol City Swansea at the weekend. Terrible. Yeah. Really bad.
Straightforward win for Bristol City.
Yeah, it was.
2-2 here if you've just joined us. Coventry 2-0 up inside 15 minutes. Sims and Kitchen with the goals, but at the other end, Whittaker and a Thomas own goal have levelled it up for Middlesbrough. Ball with Mason Clark far side, wins a throw-in. And Frank Lampard pacing up and down. We heard from him earlier on Talksport 2, the importance of not getting carried away, keeping working hard, keeping taking each game as it comes. They were in front and cruising. That ball looked like it went out on the far side of Hackney. It did. It's a throw into Coventry.
Yeah, you'll be disappointed. You know, it's. I think they were hard to break down. They were compact. They were organised, and then just a little bit, a moment of quality. It's an excellent finish from Whittaker in the first half. And there, Bobby Thomas, someone who's so reliable as well, just kind of caught on his heels, wasn't he? Anticipate, always make sure. Is it going to beat that man? Can I clear it? Make sure the contact's right.
Yeah, there's a long throw, and Thomas and company are going forward, hoping to get Coventry back in front here. It's going to be launched in by Van Eyck. It's not the greatest long throw. It's headed away by Hackney. Grimes will get the ball out on the near side. Finds his teammate Torp, who's level with the penalty area down the Coventry right. Lays it back to Grimes. Grimes going to hook one in towards the box. Keeper's going to come under pressure and does well. Good goalkeeping from Saul Bryn. Decisive, came out and collected.
Excellent goalkeeping. And as well, he comes out. You can see that player advancing as well. He's thinking, I'm going to take us over here, but good kind of capable hands as well.
There's a run here. I think Conway's gone a bit too early. He did go too early. He's frustrated with him. He's made a couple of runs tonight, Conway. They've not hit the ball soon enough to him.
Bang on, and that's it. He plays on the shoulder. He plays in between centre backs. He's always waiting. They should know. It shouldn't have to look to just reverse the ball. Can it go in behind?
Well, there's going to be a change made here, and it's a change for Coventry, who are taking off Josh Eccles, and they are bringing on Kane Kessler-Hayden. He's coming into the action, the loanee for Coventry. He's into the action at the expense of Josh Eccles. What do you make to that change, Chris?
Yeah, well, it's like you say, it's legs as well. Kessler-Hayden has that energy. Mate, I think this could be the change of formation, is it? That we're thinking about. Kessler-Hayden down this right-hand side. Wing back, but then you're looking at Sakamoto, and they've went up as a 3. They've gone 3 at the top. Look at that. Look how compact they are when you've got Jay DeSilva and Kessler-Hayden as wing backs.
Yeah, well, Frank Lampard maybe deciding that attack is the best form of defence here.
Yeah, 3-4-3.
Hackney does well, wins the ball. Well, I thought he won the ball. The referee deemed otherwise. What do you make of that decision?
Yeah, I think there was a slight contact. You know, I don't think there's too much of an argument. If it wasn't given, I don't think it'd be too much of an argument the other way either.
Well, it's a free kick. And now Coventry attacking, and here down the near side it is Kane Kessler-Hayden. Looks to cut in onto his left foot, squares it off here. Chance for Grimes to hit one. He does hit it, but you'll hear from the ironic cheers, it was never on target.
Well, if you're Middlesbrough now, do you have to change it up? Surely, you know, your 3 centre backs has basically got Mason Clark, Sakamoto, and Ellis Sims. Kessler-Hayden, they're going like for like. This is what it's all about.
This is no nonsense. They've come to win, Coventry, and they were leading by 2-0, but they've been pegged back. And Borough now looking to launch an attack of their own. Big crossfield ball. It's a good ball as well. The touch from Britton let him down, but it's defended well by De Silva and out for a throw in level with the edge of the Coventry penalty area. 11 gone second half. Middlesbrough 2, Coventry 2.
And I think that's what you've got to do, Luke Ayling there, when you are going like for like. Where is going to be the ball? It's going to be that ball in behind for your wing backs. So you're looking at a Silvera, you're looking at a Callum Britton. What can they bring? What can they ask that question in behind? But it has to be quality, has to be angled balls.
Here's Whittaker, lays it off edge of the box, looking to work the cross in. Hackney with a give and go. Here's a chance to pull it back, driven into the box. McGree wanted it on the edge of the area. He'll get it now, but he's forced away from goal. Can he stand up across? He does. It's an inviting one. It's headed partially away. Ayling will win the challenge, but he fouled Mason Clark. And that will be a free kick, much to the frustration of a big Riverside crowd here tonight.
See, I think with the experience Luke Ayling has got there, go win the ball. You know, if you're not going to win it, can you then get away from your man and try and pick up seconds here? But if you put any pressure on him, the referee's placed perfectly as well. Mason Clark's going to go to ground, any contact.
Ball out on the near side, and Middlesbrough are going to make a change. Sontje Hansen about to come on. So, Eddie Vivash making a change of his own at the moment. Last time he'll get to stand in the technical area as the Borough interim boss. Grant Lampard looking on, looks a little bit more worried than he did about an hour ago when his side were 2-0 to the good. It's 2-2 here on Talksport 2. Cracking game here at the Riverside. We thought it'd be a good one, and it hasn't let us down. And the beauty of it now is both sides are going all out to win it. And that should make for a pretty exciting last 32 minutes. Oh, that's a poor foul from Mason Clark. He'll not get booked, but count himself lucky. That was pretty cynical, the tackle on Brown.
Yeah, I think it was Callum Britton. No, sorry, it wasn't. It came through the back of him there quite strongly.
Well, it's Riley McGree that's going off, and it's Sontje Hansen that comes on. So you thought that there may be a change, and there is a change from Eddie Vivash.
Again, Sontje Hansen, he just picks up great little pockets as well. I would say kind of like for like. Wouldn't say has the end product that McGree has. It's Alfie Jones that's playing that right centre back. Luke Ayling in the middle, isn't it? Just came through the back of Mason Clark there. Got a little bit frustrated. Got to be stronger.
Middlesbrough have it. Over halfway, they've turned it over. Can Sims get them going forward, the visitors? No, he can't. He's out-muscled. Ayling collects it on halfway. Now he's looking to play a ball over the top. And just for a second, they thought they were in there. Over on that far side, Whittaker down the right, thought he'd beaten the offside trap, but the ball is collected by the keeper, Rushworth, who's made a couple of big saves in this match as well, but he still conceded twice. Ball played forward. Silvera powers the header into Conway. Conway brings it down. Look at the red shirts flooding forward here. Brown goes right, maybe needed to come left, but he gets it out wide on the right-hand side. Can they deliver a ball in? 3 red shirts waiting in the box, but Britain's just overrun it a touch, and then the attempted clearance from De Silva bounces off Britton and back to De Silva, and he plays it nicely out for Mason Clark, who's collected by Hackney, but he holds him off, but Mason Clark again is deemed to have fouled, and that's a free kick over on that right-hand touch side for Middlesbrough. About 15-20 yards over halfway. It's Borough 2, Coventry 2.
Yeah, he just needs to calm it down a little bit. I think Matt Donoghue will and should have a little chat. If not, even Matt Grimes just say, you know what, calm it down, just persistent fouling. Try and get hold of the ball. Keep the flow going. Just give them another opportunity to put the ball right on the money.
Going to be swung in by Whittaker. Driven in too deep. Well, he ran up at that as though he looked like he was going to kick it as far as he could, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, but surely someone can get round the back end there and try and keep it alive. Surely.
Stoke 3, Charlton 0 latest. Swansea 0, Derby 2, Watford 1, Preston 1, Southampton 3. 10-man Leicester 0 as Coventry playing out from the back. Borough trying to press. Sontje Hansen had a look behind him, saw there was no red shirt with him, so he just backed off, and now the ball played long, too long. And it'll go all the way through. How important now that save? 15 seconds into the second half from Sol Bryn that kept the score at 2-1.
Yeah, massive. You know, it's one of them. Straight away, first 15 seconds, wasn't it? Good save. He's been good. You know, I think good hands. He instills confidence into that defensive unit, definitely. He's just got to make sure he's switched on. There's been a few games I think we've watched a few. It's just that one little lapse concentration. Like you say, being a goalkeeper usually ends up in the back of the net.
It can be a cruel occupation, goalkeeper.
Definitely.
Hero or villain, definitely. Here's Hackney. Gets it away. Ball from Conway. Doesn't find its initial target, but Britain does well to recycle it. Hackney controls a poor pass, and everybody back again for Coventry here. Whittaker appears between the lines. He looked like he was bundled over by Grimes. Referee says play on. Borough have it wide on the right, but Coventry just sat back deep here. They're looking to try and time their press to perfection. Middlesbrough have it in the centre circle. You're 2-2. We've had just over an hour. 62 on the clock at the Riverside. Mark Wilson, Chris Owellamo with you tonight. Ball down the side. I think it could be an offside flag coming here. No, the offside flag hasn't gone up. Sonty Hansen timed it to perfection. Has it wide on the left. Just slides a ball to Whittaker's made a good run. Now can he find a teammate? Looks for Conway. Ball just couldn't find him. It's headed away by Coventry and headed clear. Picked up by Jones. Finds target. He can hit one. He could hit one. He feeds it to Whittaker. He's gone offside just too early. Cross was blocked anyway. It wouldn't have led to anything. But that was a chance. I just wonder there, Matt Target could have lashed one goal back.
I think he should have hit it, because I'm looking at Morgan Whittaker and he was always offside. He hadn't actually got himself back on. That's just poor, isn't it? Just watch your feet, get those little steps in. Make sure that when Matt Target, you're looking across the line, you should not be offside. If anything, can you give that information to Target? Get the shot away, find someone else. You know what I mean? It's poor. What a big opportunity.
There's been an equaliser on Talksport. Marseille, Patrick Emerick Aubameyang. Remember him? Well, he scored for Marseille within a minute of the restart. Marseille 1, Newcastle 1. It's live on Talksport right now. And Leo Castledine has got the goal for Huddersfield. They're level at Kenilworth Road. Luton 1, Huddersfield 1. And Juventus have equalised. Lewis Openda with a goal as now Conway goes forward. He picks up the loose pass. Bodo Glimt 1, Juventus 1. That is Openda with the equaliser for Juventus in the Champions League. We'll keep you up to date with the goals as they go in, as they will over on Talksport in the Marseille Newcastle. Big second half coming up for Eddie Howe. That's a foul on Sonty Hansen. Free kick for Coventry. And Coventry at the minute, Chris, for the first time, they do look a little bit under the pump.
Yeah, rattled a little bit as well, I've got to say. Ranivik there, poor challenge on Sonty Hansen. He knew as well, just a little one touch round the corner. Just make sure, can you be close enough to get that contact? But don't be ruthless there with the challenge. I think the referee's been decent, to be fair. Positions, got most of them right as well.
Target over the free kick. About 30 yards, 35 yards out. He's going to look to swing it in from the left. Coventry defending right on the edge of their 18-yard box. 2-2 here at the Riverside. Ball delivered in. It's a good-looking ball as well. Headed away, good header defensively from Coventry, but it falls to Hackney. Hackney has to turn and go back, and now Silvera will have it, and he will feed it over on the far side to Ayling. Ayling has got a runner in Whittaker, didn't use him, goes back to Hackney. Coventry are just pushing out here. Middlesbrough have got to be patient, not give the ball away. Ayling's under pressure and eventually turned down a blind alley and turns over possession, throwing Coventry.
Yeah, but I'm loving that Hayden Hackney, he's asking more from Morgan Whittaker there. Luke Ayling's looking to just trying to slot it down that right channel. He needs options, he needs players presenting himself.
All with Coventry in the side of their own half. They led 2-0. Ellis Sims and Liam Kitchen, 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes, put Coventry in control, but Whittaker's volley on the half-hour mark and then Bobby Thomas on goal just after half-time means it's a level game here, live on Talksport 2. Tomorrow night, double-header, Champions League action. Talksport and Talksport 2. Arsenal Bayern, what a game that is. 8 o'clock, Champions League, live on Talksport. Adrian Durham, Joe Shannon and the former England man Darren Bent, our team at the Emirates. And Liverpool PSV, Talksport 2 with Ian Danton, the former Liverpool midfielder Charlie Adam. Right, Mason Clark is down over on the far side. Referee's wandering over to check if he's okay. And finally, Coventry have got a chance to go forward themselves.
Well, I can't believe Alfie Jones hasn't taken a yellow there. You know, Mason Clark, great little bit of quality, gets the ball in behind Alfie Jones. He just takes him completely out of the game. I've got to say, I think the referee might have been a little bit kind of is viewed obstructed a little bit, but still, it's a yellow card has to come out.
Yeah. Ball going to be swung in by Coventry. It's a good set piece. There's Thomas, header straight at the keeper. Chance for retribution, but he heads it straight at Saul Bryn. Manchester City 0, Bayer Leverkusen 2. Patrick Schick with a goal. Is that him who scored against Scotland?
Cheers for that. Killed me. Absolutely killed me, wasn't it? First game from the halfway line.
That's the one. Sorry, Chris.
Thank you.
You go to the World Cup next year. Things are looking up. Ball played forward by Middlesbrough. Headed away. Here's Hackney again. All of a sudden it's Middlesbrough who are picking up every second ball, but Whittaker's upended. But again, the referee's whistle saves the Borough. And now it's a free kick about 40 yards out. Ayling wants to take it quickly. He might be best advised to get out of the way here, Luke Ayling. And now it's a free kick for Middlesbrough. Triple header. We're hearing now it's 2-1 in favour of Marseille. Aubameyang with a second goal we're hearing. We'll confirm that. That's live over on Talksport right now. Juve have got 2 goals in quick succession as well. Moretti has got a second. Juventus lead in Norway. Bodo Glimt 1, Juventus 2. We'll confirm that Newcastle score. It is 2-1 to Marseille over on Talksport right now. Cross for Borough doesn't come in. De Silva defends it well. Finds Grimes, who will bring it forward. Look at the run on this near side here from the substitute Kessler Hayden. He's just run about 60 yards at full tilt. Ball didn't reach him because it was a foul, and now the ball will reach him over the halfway line. And Coventry on the attack. It's finally poised here at the Riverside. A quarter of the game left. It's gone by in the blink of an eye tonight, hasn't it? 68 on the clock, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's been great intensity, hasn't it? I've got to say, I think both teams have shown real quality. Coventry more so the kind of that kind of uglier side, be hard to play through, but then in that transition they've been such a threat as well. But Middlesbrough, so nice on the eye, great energy, love just getting those little triangles, keeping possession of the ball, and to be fair to them as well, getting into that attacking third and creating opportunities off the back of it.
Well, Silvera's played a ball through looking for Conway, and Thomas in the end got across to smother the danger. That was a must-make interception, and he did make it. Here now is Sakamoto off the Sims header. Ball out of play as they're coming together. Sakamoto didn't like that, and he reacts as Hackney was involved. And then, Sakamoto is getting stuck into his opposite number there. The 2 number 7s having a bit of a ding-dong on the touchline at the Riverside.
Yeah, I think there was, when on the challenge, I think there was just maybe a foot that came down, as they fell. I'm just looking at it now. He comes, wait a minute, yeah, to be fair, okay, so Hayden Hackney puts the arm around the hand around the neck, the back of the neck, and just pulls him down with him. So now he's got every right to have a little pop back verbally.
Yeah. Bantamweights, maybe, I think.
I got sent off for that, for standing over a player.
Well, here's Torp. We'll come back to that in a minute. Torp gets it away. Here's a chance now. De Silva into the attack. Feeds it to Ephraim Mason Clark. He lays it back to Grimes. First time shot. He hit his own man. It hit his own player on the head. I think it was Sakamoto who's gone down and stayed down on the penalty spot. I think the referee should stop this. Well, he doesn't, and eventually the ball's out of play. It'll be a goal kick to Middlesbrough. But Sakamoto there inadvertently got on the end of Grimes' shot, and that was going goal bound as well.
He struck it very, very well. And Sakamoto, you know what? He's trying to get out the way of it, trying his hardest just to get out of the way, and it struck him flush as well. But better from Coventry. Good build-up play. Allowing Grimes, great way to pass for Mason Clark. I'm just looking at it now. Right in the face as well from Sakamoto it was. He's on.
Here's Conway onside. Can he get inside? Kessler Hayden, he does, but he's showed to the touchline. Now he heads off back in field, looks for the give and go. Beautiful flick. Here now is a chance for Sonja Hansen. His shot is blocked away by Thomas. Ball bouncing edge of the penalty area. Mason Clark hooks it away. Ayling should gather on halfway. Ayling now scampers forward. Looks up, sees Whittaker in the middle, but Thomas is in between the ball and Whittaker, and he clears it away nicely. And it's out into the Middlesbrough half again. It's 2-2 here. But Borough, you have to say, probably on top at the moment. But the pass to Whittaker was not the best. And it'll roll through, and it's cleared away by Rushworth. Wrestling from Alfie Jones. And then there's a pull back by Brown, and that will draw a whistle. And it's a free kick, Coventry.
Yeah, it's got a little bit scrappy now, isn't it? A lot of turnovers either way. I think both teams trying to go a little bit direct, just trying to kind of win that. And in fairness to them, I think... in the middle of the pitch, Middlesbrough still have more bodies there. They're picking up second balls, but they're looking just to go in a little bit more behind Sonty Janssen, Tommy Conway's always going to ask that question. Morgan Whittaker likes to come in to show, but he's been a little bit more expansive, hugging that sideline as well. Not coming into that 10 position as much this second half.
Yeah, still 2-2 here. Breakthrough at the MKM. Hull 0, Ipswich 1. Marcelino Nunes with a goal that puts the Tractor Boys in front. Esteval's got a second goal for Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0. And Jerry Yates has given Luton the lead against Huddersfield 2-1. Coventry on the break. Turnover possession. And here now Sonty Janssen brings it forward. He gets it away on the near side. Hackney again went backwards. Crowd imploring him to go forwards. Now he does go forward. Gets it away to Hansen again, who feeds it out. Asks Jones to come and get it. Britton cuts in off the right touchline. He heads in field. Still 2-2 here at the Riverside. Middlesbrough just a bit ponderous with the ball here. Ball to Hansen in between the lines. Gets it out on the near side. Here's Silvera. Silvera now. Level with the edge of the box. Now he looks to go past his man Kessler Hayden. Drives in across. Just over Conway, and Whittaker misses his header. And Jones will get it edge of the box. That was a chance there for the Borough as Britton turns into trouble, but the ball breaks kindly. Give and go with Brown, edge of the box. Thorpe intercepts it, gets it away to Sims. He loses out to target. Borough now laying siege inside the Coventry half, but they're not quite testing Rushworth at the moment.
Well, you don't see Van Eyck getting ran too many times. So Vera took him on, got the cross in. What a cross it was as well.
It does. Here now, the ball back to Hackney. Hackney slides it. Here's Whittaker. Whittaker gets it now to Hansen. Hansen intricate. He's tried to drive his way through two challenges. Might get another chance. Brown knocks it back to him. And the ball thumped away for Sims to chase. And it's Sims against Ayling. Alfie Jones coming back to add a red shirt, but Sims is outrunning them both. Needs support in the middle. He tries to float the cross to Mason Clark. Target heads it away. And Coventry will let it roll out for a throw in midway inside the Middlesbrough half. 2-2 inside the final 18 minutes.
Yeah, again, fantastic quality from Ellis Sims, playing a very selfless role. A lot of the time, very, very isolated there. But even up against the likes of Ayling and Alfie Jones, he's got the legs on him. I want him to be a little bit more direct. He's taking him, can he get himself into the 18-yard box then? And then he's got the likes of...
Well, Jones just hesitated clearing the ball, but he did well. He had to lunge into the tackle, but he won it. Conway goes without it. He's not had a lot of good service tonight, has he, Tommy Conway? He's still working hard, don't get me wrong, but he just needs a little bit more support.
Totally agree. I think that's what you're going to get from Tommy Conway. He'll run all day for you. But this is like a basketball match now, isn't it? End to end. Fantastic stuff.
It is. Both teams desperate to win it. But have Borough done enough yet? 16 remaining here. Ball on halfway. Hackney has it. Will get it away on the near side. Ball will come across. And here forward now is Ayling. Gets it out to Target. Back to Ayling. 2-2. Remember, Borough were 2-0 down. Ball over the top. Looking to get in down the right. Crossing. Big chance. Conway. Oh, he's ballooned it over from 5 yards. That was his chance. Brilliant cross from Britton. Conway unmarked has skied it over Rushworth's crossbar. They might not get a better chance than that, the Borough, and Conway has blown it.
It's a huge, huge opportunity. Fantastic big switch of play as well. Callum Britton does everything right, doesn't he? Just good pace in between the last defender and goalkeeper. Just looking at the line just now. He's onside as well. He's getting the ball. He's watching it all the way. I've got to say, Carl Rushworth tries to scramble at the feet, but with the quality of Tommy Conway, he knows that should be in the back of the net. Big, big opportunity.
Well, Frank Lampard is making a couple of changes here. Jamie Allen has replaced Victor Thorpe, and there's been another change in the midst of all that furore. We'll tidy that one up for you in a moment. But that was the chance. I think Jack Rodoni has come on as well for the visitors here. Jack Rodoni is coming on in an advanced position. Frank Lampard, well, he'll be thanking his lucky stars there, because Tommy Conway, we just mentioned he'd been feeding on scraps. He will not get a better chance than that tonight. And here's Rodoni.
Sakamoto, I think.
Yeah, coming into the action. He wins a challenge. It is Sakamoto who has gone off. And Coventry now attacking, and mentioned a while ago, maybe attack is their best form of defence, because at the moment they can barely get out of their own half, and Frank Lampard has opted to change it. But had Conway have hit the target, he would have scored for sure there. That is a massive chance. Borussia Dortmund 2-0 up over Villarreal. That comes after Juan Foyth, the former Spurs man, was sent off for Villarreal. Gerassi with a second goal for Dortmund tonight. Ipswich have doubled daily. Chuba Akpom, formerly of Middlesbrough, has got the second goal. Hull 0, Ipswich 2. 13.5 remaining. Oh, Tommy Conway will be cursing himself after that miss. Everyone in the ground was waiting for the net to bulge, and he blasted it over. Forward come Coventry again. Here's Rodoni. Rodoni, about 30 yards out, gets it away here. Chance for Kesler Hayden, goes past his man, gets to the byline. I think that's come back and come off him and out for a goal kick. He thought he got a corner, but he hasn't.
Yeah, it's fantastic play, isn't it? Kesler Hayden getting at his man there. I've got to say Alan Brown does it ever so well. Just gets the challenge in. It does come off. Kesler Hayden out for a goal kick.
Yeah. Well, will somebody else get a chance? Conway might get another chance here. How's his touch? Well, it was okay, but the problem was he was surrounded by 2 sky blue shirts and had nowhere to go. And in the end, Coventry will bring it forward. And Coventry are just starting to enjoy a bit of possession now. They have it with Mason Clark wide on the left-hand side. Cuts onto his right foot, tries to fire a shot towards goal. It bounces and goes to Conway. He now gives it to Whittaker.
It's got to be better.
He's got to hold on to it. He's gone down clutching his leg. Referee's having nothing to do with that. And now Coventry will attack again as they look to go in front again. From 2-0 up to 2-2. Napoli, Scott McTominay has scored against Karabakh. Scotland international. Chris celebrates. Now a cross comes in, deflected and goes behind. Corner for Coventry City. Their supporters over on that far side are roaring on their team now.
Yeah, this is where Middlesbrough need to be switched on now. You know, I think had some good opportunities this second half as well, but Coventry just got a little bit of momentum now, pushing Middlesbrough back, so they've got to decide now. Now defend, play probably counter-attack football, try and just make sure we do not concede. And obviously with the willingness of Tommy Conway, they're always going to be a threat and have that opportunity to go direct in behind.
Going to be an away swinging corner here for Coventry. Grimes it is, launches it into the box. Jones heads it away. De Silva back to Grimes. Grimes onto his left foot, floats in across towards Thomas, whose header is wide and will roll away harmlessly. It remains 2-2. We're going inside the final 12 minutes here at the Riverside. Who's going to win this game? Chris Uwelamo.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's end to end. I wouldn't say, I think the quality's probably dropped a little bit because there's been so many turnovers, but both teams are trying to win the game on the front foot, trying to go a little bit more direct as well. But it's been a fantastic game of football.
I just wonder if these changes have swung the game back Coventry's way. They're starting to control things now. Here's Rodoni, one of those subs, finds Mason Clark. He has it wide on the far side. Gets it back now here for De Silva. Rodoni wants it, 25 yards out. Can he find a ball? He'll get it away over on that far side to De Silva, who's closed down by Hackney, but gets the pass away. Ball edge of the area. Rodoni tries to work his way through. He won't get a corner. It's a goal kick. And Middlesbrough and their fans applaud. 10 remain.
Yeah, well, it was great to see Rodoni back on the bench at the weekend, you know, but he's come on, he's looking really, really sharp. You know, you can see straight away a little bit of magic, picking up those little pockets, gives the ball and gets himself in the 18-yard box.
So Bergzorg is coming on. He will replace Tommy Conway. And I think also coming off is Morgan Whittaker. So Kelly Sane will come on. He replaces Conway, and Whittaker is replaced by Bergzorg. Well, there's no doubt about it. Tonight, if Middlesbrough don't win this game, Tommy Conway won't sleep well.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, I'm sure he knows himself what's expected of him, especially in front of the new manager as well. It's a real opportunity. But I think it's been a fantastic effort. You know, the work rate, all those boxes are ticked, but you are going to be judged on your goals.
Yeah, well, here's a chance going forward for Middlesbrough, but the ball turned over and it bounces all the way through to Rushworth. We have 10 remaining at the Riverside. The point in the end won't be the worst result for either side. It would maintain that 7-point advantage at the top for Coventry. But from 2-0 up, they may feel that this is one that got away. But Borough, having been 2-0 down, have created chances to win it. Well, they had a chance. Bergson was just a little bit hesitant there. Had the chance to drive past his man. Ball played by Coventry, and here they have it now. Rodoni again sprints forward, looking to get Coventry on the front foot. I'd be getting worried if I was a Middlesbrough fan now, Chris. I think Coventry are going all out for the win here.
Yeah, they are. I think they're taking a little bit more risk. Middlesbrough have just got to try and capitalise.
Well, here's the ball into the box towards Sims. It fell to the far post to Kessler Hayden, and his header came off a Borough defender and out and behind for a corner. Dortmund 3, Villarreal 0. Adeyemi with the latest goal.
Why did Kessler Hayden go down and head the ball there? Why not just go onto it and take the shot on with your left or your right boot there? He's read the flight of the ball, puts his head down. I think he can take the opportunity and ask Solbrun a few questions there. Just make sure the connection's right on the left foot.
Yeah, well, a chance here for Grimes to swing in the corner. Middlesbrough 2, Coventry 2, live on Talksport 2 tonight. Double header tomorrow in the Champions League. Got 3 games from Europe on Thursday night. Ball swung in by Coventry. Dangerous ball in, and it's flicked away by Calisent, who's now sprinting forward like an Olympic sprinter trying to get on the end of the ball and almost won back. Keepers had to come way out, Rushworth, to deny Bergsorg and Silvera, who were on the hunt there as Borough looked to nick one on the break. Still 2-2. Hackney will make Coventry go all the way back to their own goal. Here now is Kessler Hayden. He gets it away. Nice bit of room for Rodoni. He's only been on the field about 5 minutes and he just looks to have so much time. His pass not the best, it's cleared away, but Coventry are getting it back, and all of a sudden it's Coventry who are enjoying a lion's share of possession. All with Grimes on the edge of the centre circle. He will go forward, looking towards Van Eyck, who chests it down into space. Lays it off to Rodoni, 30 yards out from goal. Rodoni, a little drop of the shoulder, comes back this near side to Kessler Hayden. There are 5 blue shirts waiting in the middle. Rodoni, back to Kessler Hayden. Somebody needs to deliver it. Back on the near side here. Trying to work an opening. They're being patient. Now the ball's thrown in towards Sims. It's headed away to the edge of the Middlesbrough penalty area. Was that a foul? It was. Bergsorg was on the break, but the referee blew up for a free kick about 30 yards out. Is this a soft one or is it a fair one?
I don't think it's a foul. I'm looking at that. I think Bergsorg's just trying to go for the ball. And is it Kitchen? Kitchen's actually going to ground. Anyway, I think he's just... There's not a lot in that at all for me.
Grimes is probably 35 yards out here. He's standing over it as though he's going to cross it. No, he switches play to Kessler Hayden. Kessler Hayden swings it in towards Sims. It's headed away from Mason Clark at the far post. De Silva will keep it in. Finds Mason Clark. 2-2 here at the Riverside. 6 remaining on Talksport 2. Deep cross towards Thomas. Heads it down. Dangerous. It falls back to him. Oh, great save. And it bounces in. It's turned in. It's Kitchen again. And Coventry have got the lead. The shot from Thomas saved by the feet of Solbrun. And it was poked in by Kitchen. Didn't know a lot about it. But it's a goal that's going to send Coventry 10 clear at the top.
It's one of them. Put it right on the money. The ball falls to Bobby Thomas. He tries to head it back across the goal. It falls to him. He puts the laces through. It's a great save from Solbrun. I don't think Kitchen knows too much about it, does he? Just comes off him and goes into the back of the net. But like you say, you got to be there. You got to be alive to it. Fantastic save from Solbrun. Just couldn't get anything on the second opportunity. And Kitchen 2 goals. What does it say? He's opened the scoring tonight as well.
Yeah, a double for Kitchen, his first and second of the season. But you got to feel for Solbrun, who's made a great save, but 6 yards out, he was quickest to react.
Yeah,
he gets the toe on it and puts it into the empty net. It's harsh on Bryn, it's harsh on Borough, but it's a nice finish.
In fairness, he just puts his foot there, doesn't he? Just all the paces on the ball, just gets that connection, steers it goalwards. Bobby Thomas does ever so well to get the shot away as well, alive to that second phase.
I think the changes have changed the game. I think Coventry have really got on top in the closing stages here. Whether Borough have tired or you've got to go back to that Conway miss. He has to score. He didn't score, and it could cost Borough a spot in the top 2. Here goes Sims now. He's got Mason Clark with him. I think he'd just gone offside, so he used Kitchen, who's looking for a hat-trick here. He's gone down. He gets back up, gets it away to Silva, puts it across to Sims to win it, and Sims does win it. A double for Ellis Sims. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Coventry, and they are now 10 points clear at the top of the Championship. clinical from Coventry. Sims at the double. It's all 3 points the Sky Blues way. Borough 2, Coventry 4.
Well, it all just came from Rodoni. Excellent little ball to Ellis Sims. He puts it out wide and he gets himself in the box. It's an excellent ball into the box. He's won most of his aerial duels anyway. Read the flight of the ball ever so well. Only 2 yards from goal. Just puts it into that right hand corner at the back end of the goal. Fantastic finish, great header. Ball was even better from De Silva.
He couldn't miss, and he didn't miss.
No, he didn't. Just make sure, he's been so aggressive, just make sure that you go and make that contact. I'm just watching it. Excellent little ball wide as well. De Silva does as well to a Kitchen. That's the one that sets him. What a ball this is as well. Ellis Sims, fantastic header that is. Fantastic header.
Here's a question. If Liam Kitchen's not on a hat-trick, does he get up for he goes down for the foul, doesn't he?
I don't think the referee gave it, didn't I? think, but he lost his footing himself there. But
it's a great cross, though, isn't it?
De Silva just picked him out there, hang up there, give him something to go and attack. Ellis Sims, fantastic header from the big man.
It is Coventry City. 4-2 to the good here. A game changing in the final few seconds. Huge celebration on the Coventry bench when that fourth goal went in. We're inside the final 3 minutes here. The new boss will take over tomorrow at the Riverside, Kim Hellberg. He's got plenty to work with here, make no mistake. Borough had that chance maybe to go in front and win the game. They didn't take it. Now, the referee is having a word with Rodoni and Grimes. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Whether something's been said here, Grimes is pointing to either someone on the Borough side or something that's happened over on the far side, and now the referee's walking over.
Oh, bananas. Oh, no way. It's not, is it?
Is that what it is? I don't want to say. No, I don't think it is, Chris. I hope it's not. I think it is bottles, which is not. I'm not saying that's any better, but I get the point you're making.
Yeah, it's just.
I think that is just frustration from Middlesbrough fans and some idiots on the crowd who think it's okay to throw things on the pitch.
Yeah, because you look where the away fans are. Is it Coventry fans? That's where they've went over to, isn't it?
Yeah, they've celebrated with their own fans, haven't they? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Ball played forward. And it's headed away, and the Riverside now is becoming more and more red around us as the home fans make the way home. They were 2-0 up, Coventry. Ellis Sims and Liam Kitchen, 2 goals in 5 minutes that gave Coventry a big lead. Whittaker and the Thomas own goal had Borough level just after the break. But subs made by Frank Lampard, I think, made a big change. Allen and Rodoni coming on. And now a chance here, though, at the other end. And Bergzorg, from a quickly taken free kick, has pulled his shot across goal. And that might have been Borough's last chance. At 2-2, Kitchen. Neat finish from close in, and then Ellis Sims, his second. It's 2 doubles on the night for Kitchen and Sims. 4-2. But Borough have had their chances.
That was a chance here. Great little ball, Hayden Hackney into Sonty Hansen. Little back flick, little Cruyff into the path of Bergzorg. He has to hit the target. He tries to go across goal, right thing to do, but he's just got to nestle it in that bottom left-hand corner.
Ethan Galbraith has got to go back for Swansea. Swansea 1, Derby 2 in the Champions League. Manchester City 0, Leverkusen 2, Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0, and Marseille 2, Newcastle 1. That's live over on Talksport right now. Stoke 3, Charlton 0, Hull 0, Ipswich 2. It's 1-1 Watford Preston. And in League 1, Peterborough 0, Stevenage 1. Give you the full list of scores as we have them at full time here on Talksport 2. Ball played forward. Kelly Sen can't get on the end of it. And a night that is going to end with cheers of the Sky Blues. Got 5 added on minutes, but it doesn't feel like it's enough, Chris Owellamo, for Middlesbrough to get the 2 goals they need.
No, well, they have to keep probing away, go a little bit more direct. But like you say, I think you've called it. I think that's another thing that you've got to credit Lampard. You make changes to influence the game, and they've done exactly that. Had a little bit of momentum, had that quality to take this game on and go on and basically secure the 3 points. But yeah, it's been an excellent game of football, hasn't it? A great advert for what the Championship's all about.
Yeah, great advert for what Coventry are all about as well.
Spot on.
Yeah, they have been superb. Target's free corner, delivered into the edge of the area, cleared away. Sims on the break, heads it away. He's looking for Kesler Hayden. Target beat him to it initially, but then Kesler Hayden wins it back. Target then will bundle it back to his goalkeeper. Chelsea, I believe, have got a 3rd goal. 3-0 against Barcelona. What a result that would be for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea. Reminder, tomorrow night, doubleheader of Champions League action. Arsenal Bayern live on Talksport. Liverpool PSV live on Talksport 2. Thursday night, 5:45 start. Villa take on Young Boys live on Talksport 2. That's followed by Forest Malmo on Talksport. And Conference League action at 8 o'clock. Strasbourg take on Crystal Palace. Then Friday, Oxford Ipswich live and exclusive. Talksport 2, your home of the EFL. All that to come. What a cracker we've had tonight. It's great when you look forward to a game, Chris, and it lives up to the hype.
Oh, it's been unbelievable, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think everything about it. You know, I think I did say to you, didn't I? Just makes you want to just put the boots back on, get yourself back out there. But the pressure that's on both lots of players, no surprise where they are in the table. Fantastic quality, both teams.
I think I said it to you at the start. I think we both agreed they're the best team in this division by a mile, aren't they, Coventry?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they are, and they are going, as it stands, 10 clear at the top. I mean, that is some going. What are we now? This will be 17 games in, not even at the halfway stage, and they're 10 clear. Now, look, a bad few weeks, that can go, but just the form that they're in at the minute, you just wonder if this is going to be Coventry's year to get back into the Premier League.
Was it 10 wins out the last 11 when they win this? That's unbelievable, isn't it?
I mean, that's some form, isn't it? That is some run of form. Frank Lampard looking on. Tough night. He would have expected a tough night as well, and their side got one. But having been pegged back, they found a way to get back into it. 2001, they were relegated from the Premier League. They have not been back since. They have been through some dark times. And I know we're going early here. There's an awful long way to go, but they're not going to have many better chances than this from this position. Middlesbrough, well, they will drop out of the top two. They go to third on goal difference at the expense of Stoke, who've picked up a big win tonight to end their little mini blip. Defeats against Coventry and Leicester. Stoke back with a bang tonight, beating Charlton. Ipswich ominously in the fourth after a slow start. They're starting to get going now. Another one, that's 6 unbeaten for them, should they get the win at the MKM tonight. Derby, another win for them. They're on the verge of the top 6. Here come Radoni, tries to find Sims, who was looking for a hat-trick, and Bryn can't get on the end of it. And you look back, Bryn makes that great save. It bounces straight to Kitchen, puts into an empty net. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Borough maybe didn't have any. They might get a chance here, but Rushworth, who's had little to do, but what he's had to do, he's done magnificently. Races off his line to clear the danger, and it's out for a throw-in as more and more red seats appear around the riverside. There's been some very good parts for Middlesbrough tonight, but crucially they've been exposed at key times. Could be a chance for a consolation. Here now into the penalty area they go. Sen leaves it, tries to get it back. Target slides in. Borough are trying, they've not given up the ghost yet, but we're into the final of 5, the minimum 5 added on minutes. Here now is a chance for Silvera. Just wanted it a little bit further in front of him so he could have hit the cross first time. It's worked now. Sliding challenge goes in from Hansen, but he loses out, and now a break could be on. How ruthless the Coventry want to be. De Silva racing forward, just holds it off. Just going back to that Borough comment, Chris, they've not been poor tonight. Nope. They just switched off at key moments, and Coventry, the final whistle goes. Coventry City win here by 4-2, and in doing so open up a 10-point cushion at the top of the championship. Frank Lampard's men make it 10 wins in 11. They are on a right old charge here, Coventry. They've seen off Middlesbrough, who started the night in second. A double for Ellis Sims and a double for Liam Kitchen, who both scored in both halves. 2-0 up early on for Coventry before Whittaker and a Thomas own goal gave Middlesbrough a chance. Conway blasted over from 5 yards out that surely would have put Middlesbrough in front with 15 left, and they were made to pay as Kitchen and Sims, 2 goals in 2 minutes, wrapped up the points. We'll start off with Coventry, Chris. They simply are the best team in this division. They started off so well tonight. Yes, they got pegged back, but when they were under the pump, they found a way to change it, and in changing it, they found a way to win the game.
Well, you say they found a way to change it. You know, you look at Frank Lampard, the substitutions that he made. You know, that's the manager's job. How can you influence the game? How can you affect it? That's exactly what he's done. Got on the front foot, changed the formation as well, went like for like, trying to nullify the threat, trying to do something to affect the game that's going to put his team in favour. And that's exactly what they've done, right at the right moment. It was a bit end to end. The quality's probably dropped a little bit. Too many turnovers. You got players like Jamie Allen coming on, players that can get hold of the ball, that can drive with the ball, and creative off the back of it as well. So rightfully, I think it was that they managed the game well, and they were clinical in that attacking end, Mark.
They were indeed. There you go, 10 clear at the top. What about Borough? New manager comes in tomorrow. Kim Hellberg starts his job tomorrow. He'll be in charge for the home visit of Derby here at the weekend. He's got plenty to work with, hasn't he?
I think he'd learned a lot about his team tonight. I think shows you on another night they probably go and win this game with opportunities that they've created. So that's exactly what he'll be saying to his players. Work great, control the game, most of the game with the ball, but they have to show that experience. They have to be able to see a game out, take a point. Worst case scenario, you don't have to go and win it. That's top of the league that's coming to town. You've already alluded to it, how good Coventry are. So 2-2 with 10 minutes to go. See it out. Don't concede again.